Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business. And remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
The Squirtle High School football game of the week presented by High Plains Insurance rolls into F&M Bank Stadium in Piedmont tonight for a Class 5A battle between the geographic rivals El Reno and Piedmont. The temperatures are going to be as high and as hot as the matchup. Temperature around 95 right now as the Wildcats and Indians meet for the fourth time in history. All those ball games have been played since 2015, and that surprises me a little bit. Coach Randy Turney, a couple of towns who play 5A football about 20 miles apart, they didn't hook up until 2015, and this has turned into a nice rivalry.
They discovered that the gate was pretty good,
yeah.
So they better have that every year, but should be a lot of fun.
In the three matchups previously, El Reno leads the series 2-1, including a really good matchup a year ago. Went down to the very end, and 33-26 was the final score in that game as El Reno got the win, actually 33-27. In that ball game, El Reno racked up 284 rushing yards. Piedmont with 3 turnovers that night, leading to the defeat. So El Reno, they've got a game under their belt, and a pretty big one it is. They knocked off 4A Power Poto last week in El Reno. Final score was 20-13. In that ball game, they trailed 13-6 with under 2 minutes to play. They got a touchdown to get it back to 13-12. They missed the potential tying extra point. Were not able to cover an onside kick. Their defense stepped up, got a quick 3-and-out, got the ball back, and then scored the winning touchdown with 6 seconds to play. So El Reno coming from behind that's a good hang your hat win over Poto, a team that made the state semifinals in Class 4A a year ago.
It sure is, and know that you can come back with a little bit of time left is got to be a little confidence builder for them.
Well, somebody we'll talk about for El Reno is Dorian Plumley. He's a junior quarterback, 6'1", 195. He is shifty. He is fast. He can throw the football, and he racked up 300 total yards last week. We'll talk about him a lot. For Piedmont, they're playing their first game of the season. They've had a couple of scrimmages. They scrimmaged Tuttle a couple of weeks ago, had a 3-way last week, included Ada in that scrimmage as well. So they've had a chance to play, but not like a game, not game situation.
That's good competition when you go scrimmage Tuttle, that's for sure.
No doubt about it. It's coming up. Our Squirtle High School football game of the week presented by High Plains Insurance coming up just around the corner. Our kickoff is set for the top of the hour as El Reno, the Indians, will take on the Wildcats from Piedmont. We'll take our first break and be right back. This is the Squirtle Game of the Week.
Located right off Piedmont Road, Frank Lopez of Farmers Insurance is your local Piedmont farmers agent. With over 16 years' experience, Frank Lopez has the knowledge and expertise to help with all your insurance needs. Life, auto, home, renters, business, and more. So stop by today and let Frank Lopez of Farmers Insurance find the perfect plan for you. Or give us a call at 405-373-2520.
Is there any crowd noise coming off the mic upstairs? Okay, you can't run it. It would, yeah, if I could, it would be good if I could hear it. Don't worry about it if it's not. Okay, that's fine. As long as it's there. Yeah, that's fine. That'll work.
Stream like the pros with Squirtle Live. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
It took us a while last week.
The Wild Daisy is now the TWD Shirt Company, and that gives everybody a great reason to stop by. You'll find the largest collection of Piedmont Wildcat spirit wear for men, women, and youth, stadium seats, hats, and more Wildcat swag. Your first and last stop on the way to the game is TWD Shirt Company. Are you a youth sports coach? They can provide the team uniforms and warm-up gear. Custom embroidery? Decals? We can do that too. It's not just for girls anymore. The Wild Daisy is now TWD Shirt Company, 1885 North Piedmont Road. Call 405-312-6129. We are Wildcat proud.
Experience relationship banking at F&M Bank. Family owned and operated since 1972, F&M Bank continues to provide full-service banking and a friendly, knowledgeable staff with that personal touch. After over 72 years in the banking business, John Anderson still comes to work at 92 years old. He's the tip of the spear of the culture at F&M Bank. See Josh Atkinson and Eric Anderson in Piedmont, Terry Anderson and Mark Stanley at Surrey Hills. They are ready to serve you, and they are always Wildcat proud. F&M Bank, member FDIC.
Tom Nelson, the coach, Randy Turney, and Corey Rogers, our producer-engineer tonight at Piedmont. On a sun-splashed evening, the fans from El Reno coming in across the way, and the Piedmont fans right below us having a great time pregame. The band comes out, all kinds of fun stuff they do pregame here at Piedmont, and we're looking forward to a tremendous broadcast. You take a look at El Reno, as we said, 1-0. Their head coach is Chuck Atchison. His third year at the helm, he's 12-10. Got them to the playoffs for the first time since 2009 a year ago. Lost that first-round game, but he's trying to make some substantial steps with this program, and of course that means, he thinks he's good enough to win a district championship this year in their district and get back to the playoffs and make a run.
Yeah, you got a good quarterback to lead the charge. Number 2, Plumlee, is 6'1" and 195, and a very good athlete.
For Piedmont, their first game of the season under a brand new head football coach, Jeff Hall, and his first year as the head coach was the offensive coordinator at UConn coming in here. Matter of fact, I talked to him today. I was the voice of the Enid Plainsmen last year, and one of UConn's best nights last year was when they went to Enid and drilled the Plainsmen, and I told him how long he made my night. And all he talked about was the Wasps in the press box up there at Plainsman Field, but a much nicer situation here in Piedmont tonight. We're just about ready for football. I did not see who won the opening toss. We'll see who gets the football in just a moment, but you see the artificial turf here at Piedmont, and that will just enhance the heat until the sun begins to go down and it cools down a little bit. The temperature's in the mid-90s as we get ready for kickoff. Piedmont in the blue uniforms, white numerals trimmed in gold, and you've got El Reno across the way in the dark pants, the dark numerals with white jerseys, and the dark helmets as well.
Yeah, going west might have a little trouble seeing the football in the air because you're looking right into that sun for a while.
No doubt about it. Piedmont will kick it off to El Reno. Preston Fancher is the kicker for the Wildcats, and back deep is Dorian Plumlee and Gunna Nicholson standing inside the 15-yard line, and we are almost ready for high school football on a Friday night here in Piedmont, Oklahoma, just northwest of the Oklahoma City metro area. I guess we are now in the metro area as it is encroached out here to the Piedmont area.
Yeah, it certainly has. It didn't have many houses out here about 10 years ago.
Exactly right.
Now they're a Class 5A school.
Exactly right. So Fancher will tee it off at the 40-yard line, and we are ready to go. So glad to have you with us wherever you may be on Squirtle.com and the Squirtle app, also on Piedmont Wildcat TV. And as the high kick flutters short, a whistle stops play. We'll do it again. Somebody come offside, I would imagine. They'll go back 5 yards, and that will give El Reno a chance to get a little bit better field position to start their opening drive potentially. Or not.
They didn't give you the signal to start.
Okay, got it.
No.
He jumped the gun. Nope, they're going back 5. Yeah. They are going back 5. Or no, they're not.
Yep.
Make up your mind. As you're watching our broadcast, catch the Squirtle crawl along the top, as we'll flash all the scores across the state as they change throughout the evening. It's like having the Squirtle app and watching the game at the same time, so wherever you may be. Let's try it again this time as the crowds rev up. Now we're ready for high school football. Fancher's kick is high and short, angling toward the near sideline, and it's taken. They call fair catch. No, the up man with the return is Cash Crawford, and not a whole lot there, as he'll go down just across the 30-yard line. It will be first down and 10 for El Reno. They'll start the drive at their own 32-yard line.
Yeah, a little high pooch kick there, and able to get the kicking game down there to make the stop.
The quarterback for El Reno is Dorian Plumlee, 6'1", 195, a junior, 17 of 28 passing last week for 189 yards, a couple of touchdowns and no picks. He also carried the ball 24 times for 153 yards and a touchdown, so over 300 yards of total offense for him last week. In the gun, he'll be joined in the backfield by Cord LaFoe, and LaFoe will take the handoff up the middle. Not a whole lot there, about a yard or so. Cord LaFoe, they want to get him into the flow a little more tonight. He had 3 carries for 6 yards last week.
Yeah, number 67, Boyd Jett on the tackle down on the bottom of it.
Set the El Reno offense for you. Plumlee's the quarterback. Cord LaFoe at running back. The receivers are Ganna Nicholson, Braden Gerard, Cash Crawford, and Colton Hunt, the tight end, who had a big game last week. 3 wide to the left and 2 to the right. Little quarterback draw, and nothing there for Plumlee. Push back, a loss on the play. They'll give him, quote, forward progress back to the 30.5-yard line, meaning that he loses a yard and a half.
Yeah, number 7 that time, Bryce DeCento, the senior linebacker on the stop.
The offensive line for El Reno from left to right, Caleb Hurlbutta, Alex Perdomo, Josh Williams, Rafe Goucher, and Luke Scott. Rafe Goucher is a D1 talent. Keep an eye on him at right guard. So it's 3rd down and 11 back at the 31-yard line. And Piedmont a chance to get a 3 and out here early on. Back to throw is Plumlee, rolling left, being chased. Gets it away as an open man. It's caught for a 1st down just shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. And reeling it in is Ganna Nicholson. So on 3rd down and long, they convert out just shy of midfield.
Yeah, got that ball right in front of the safety down there on the sideline, and good protection at that time by the offensive line of El Reno.
Gain on the play of 19 yards. Nicholson, his 4th catch of the season. He caught a 31-yard touchdown pass from Plumlee last week. Here's 1st down and 10. Plumlee tries to bounce it outside. Not a whole lot there. And what he's trying to do is run toward the the left side of that defensive line for Piedmont. They're pretty solid over there. They've got 3 seniors and a junior on that defensive front. They've got some experience. No gain on the play. It's 2nd down and 10.
The linebacker, DeCento, he's made 2 nice plays already. We was joking about that before the game started, about we better know how to pronounce his name because he's going to be in a lot of action.
2nd down and 10. Back to throw this time is Plumlee. Now the protection breaks down, and he'll be slung down. The sack, and that is Tristan Deal. He spins him down. It'll be 3rd down and 10.
Senior defensive lineman, 6'2", 195. Good penetration.
Well, once again, 3rd down and long, and El Reno 1 for 1 on 3rd down so far in this one. From the 49-yard line, just shy of midfield. From the gun with 4 wide receivers and a tight end. And it will be Plumlee trying to bounce it left, and not a whole lot there. He needed 10. He picks up about 3. Actually give him 4 as he gets down to the 47-yard line. Gets down to the 47-yard line of Piedmont, and that will bring up 4th down and 6.
You can tell by that first drive, you're going to see a lot of option and counters with the quarterback.
So he picks up 4. What do they do here? They will punt.
Guess who's punting?
Dorian Plumlee.
And you better watch out.
I bet he'll drive the bus home too.
You better watch out.
Bounces in there, gets by him. He'll chase it down. Can he do something with this? Can he rugby kick it on the run? He's going to throw it up for grabs into traffic, and it's almost deflected into the hands of an intended receiver. Getting a hand on it was Cade Mayo, but he couldn't reel it in, and then was almost intercepted, which would have been a bad call at that point, because you intercept that when you give up about 20 yards of field position. As it is, the pass is incomplete, and Piedmont will take over 1st down and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
You got a flag here on the block in the back, too, but El Reno, as he is trying to scramble, one of their safety backers puts the guy in the back.
Of course, they will decline that penalty, and Piedmont will get the football when all is said and done here. Next week we go, well, for us back home, we go back to Enid next week as Chisholm will host Bethany on the Squirtle High School football game of the week. And I've got to give a shout out to Danny Geis from High Plains Insurance, of course, big sponsor of our games, presenting sponsor. He's driving the tractor tonight, and he's watching us online from the tractor. So I got a feeling the lines might be going like this a little bit.
Knowing Danny, it's not a 1970 tractor either.
I guarantee you.
Probably got a big screen TV in there.
And a bar. Now the discussion continues. Our officials, the referee is Rick Johnson, the umpire is Richard Jacobs, the linesman Mark Richard, line judge is Stephen Embry, and the back judge is Kurt Thurman. I'd have to say, after all of this, Piedmont should get the football at the 47-yard line, or the 46, actually. That's where they will take over. So this drive will start with 8:51 to play in the first quarter as El Reno comes up empty on their initial possession. The quarterback for Piedmont is Dylan Hampton. Dylan is a 6'3", 220-pound senior. They'll run that flex bone. One of those offenses you don't see a whole lot anymore, but we'll keep our eye on the fullback lined up behind him is Devontae Picard. And on first down, not a whole lot of running room. Was that Picard? I believe it was, for a couple out to the 49. Yes, it was. Devontae Picard. So Pickard will pick up 3. It'll be second down and about 7 or so. Actually make it 2nd and 8 for the gain of 2. They've got the wings left and right, wideouts left and right, and Pickard up the middle, nothing there. They'll give him forward progress to the 50, which will bring up 3rd down and about 6.
Number 45, Aiden Dyer, junior, 6 foot 175, linebacker on the stop for the Indians.
That inside linebacker staying home and making the tackle. So 3rd down and considerable here for Piedmont at the midfield stripe. They've got to get inside the 44 to move the chains. They put the man in motion and now jumping across. I think that coming over there from the right side was Cord LaFoe, but I think he thought that he was drawn offside. We'll see. That's not what went down though, son. It's going to be 3rd down and 1, the 5-yard penalty against LaFoe. And for El Reno, their first penalty, actually their second penalty of the night.
Just this flex bone. You better stay at home and do your job. It's gonna be a long night.
So it is now 3rd down and 1. And right up the middle, the ball on the turf, and I think El Reno just will take advantage of the first turnover of the night. At the 43-yard line. That carry by Pickard after a gain of about 3.
Bottom of the pile for El Reno, number 45 Dyer. Again with another great play.
Well, last year's game, Piedmont turned it over 3 times in their 33-27 loss. There's the first one of the night. This drive will start for El Reno at the 43-yard line, and it will start with 7 minutes and 28 seconds to play in the first quarter. Glad to have you with us from F&M Bank Stadium in Piedmont tonight. A scoreless ball game just shy of halfway through the first quarter. And the second offensive possession for El Reno. And up the middle, the draw play, Dorian Plumley picks up a couple, maybe 3 to the 46-yard line to bring up 2nd down and about 7.
Number 25, Bo Hardy, senior linebacker, the stop for Piedmont.
Ball resting now at the 46-yard line. So glad to have you with us wherever you may be joining us from, and we invite you to get interactive with us. We'll tell you details on that in a little bit. We're going to have a High Plains Insurance trivia question coming your way in the second half, so get ready. 2nd down and 7. Almost a fumbled snap, but Plumley will stay on his feet and complete the pass out here on the near side. Caught by Nicholson, and that'll be just shy of the first down. He needed 7. He just picked up 6 into Piedmont territory at the 48-yard line.
Couldn't tell if that was a call play or he just kind of made that on his own.
Well, Plumley did a lot of that last week, a lot of improvisation last week, and it helped him get that win. So Nicholson with his second catch of the night, 2 catches for 25 yards. 3rd down and 1. Plumley calls his own number, 1st down and more, into the secondary to the 40-yard line. He'll pick up 7, actually 8. Move the chains, 1st down.
Number 2 is going to be the focal point of their offense. Never know where he's at on the field.
Plumlee with 5 carries and 15 yards rushing so far. This will be the 4th play of the drive from the right hash. Plumlee to throw. Out pattern, incomplete. It was dropped. I think you might have heard the footsteps as the pass incomplete. Cash Crawford can't come up with it. 2nd down and 10.
That's a tough throw. Just out there, there's not much room there. You got to almost throw it horizontal, and it's got to be right there on the numbers when you catch that.
Tom Nelson, the coach Randy Turney, and Corey Rogers, your producer engineer tonight from Piedmont. 2nd down and 10 from the Piedmont 40-yard line. Another high snap. Plumlee comes up with it. Now a flag will fly at the back of the play as Plumlee's run out of bounds inside the 35-yard line down at the 33, but this one's most likely coming back.
Yeah, forced out of bounds on the sideline there, but number 25, Bo Hardy.
Last week, El Reno had issues with penalties, 13 of them in their win over Poto. That's one thing that Coach Atchison wanted to make sure he got cleaned up. Well, they've got 3 early penalties here in the first 6 minutes of this ball game. And they will have a chance to work on that no matter what happens tonight, because they've got an off week next week before they host Chickasha in 2 weeks. So march it back across midfield, and it will be 2nd down and a bunch at the El Reno 47-yard line.
Yeah, that's one advantage of playing that 0 week. At some point in time during the season, you're going to have a bye week to either scatter or get healthy.
So 2nd down and 22 back at the 47. Plumlee around right end, back across midfield into Piedmont territory at the 48-yard line. A pickup of 5. Will bring up 3rd down and not quite as long, but still pretty long. Does that make sense?
25 Hardy on the stop. Call his name quite a bit.
You betcha.
Linebacker position.
Third down and 17. Plumlee to throw. Rolling left. Right-hander throws one down toward the far sideline. Has a man, and the catch made in stride. They're going to say he stepped out of bounds. He reeled it in inside the 20-yard line. That pass was caught by Cash Crawford, but he was not in bounds, and it will be 4th down and a bunch. 4th down and 17. And we've got another, they roughing the quarterback.
A nifty throw there, going left and throwing the ball that far downfield.
Wow, that's going to be a break for El Reno on 3rd down and 17. The incomplete pass. Somebody must have hit Plumlee late, and this will be an automatic, I believe it's an automatic 1st down on 3rd and 17. So let's see. In the NFL, it's an automatic 1st down. I don't think it's an automatic 1st down here. I think it will be 3rd down and 2. Yeah, the 15-yard penalty, that's a big one.
Now they're in 2-down territory on top of that.
No doubt about it. The 32-yard line. This drive started back at the 43-yard line. This is the 8th play of the drive coming up. Just past the halfway mark of the 1st quarter with no score. It is a 1st down, okay. 3rd and 17, the 15-yard penalty, and it is an automatic 1st down.
I think they heard you.
I think they must have. They think I'm smart. I'm really not. So 1st down and 10 from the 32-yard line. Plumlee this time will hand off to Lowe. He's going to fake the throw to LaFleur, and he throws it out on the slant pattern, threw it behind his intended receiver, and it's intercepted. It's picked off. Is that Caden Hendren, I believe? And so each team has a turnover now.
Just try to get the slant pattern, like you said, just stood over the top of him.
Well, so Piedmont, big play on the defensive side to get the ball back. They'll take over 1st down and 10 at the 25-yard line. And this drive will start with 5 minutes and 46 seconds to play in the 1st quarter. We'll take a quick break, as I think we're having a little water break here, so we'll take a break as well. Scoreless here in the 1st quarter in Piedmont. This is the Squirtle Game of the Week, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Canadian Valley Pharmacy is rooted in art and science, rooted in tradition, rooted in wellness and the local community. For over 60 years, we've been serving generations of friends and neighbors. You'll find full-service prescription filling and compounding, a complete line of over-the-counter products, immunizations, medical equipment rental, boutique gift items, and gift wrapping is free. When you need wellness solutions, think of CVP. Canadian Valley Pharmacy, 1605 West Elm in El Reno.
The officials and the players on this 95-degree night. It's first down and 10 at the 25-yard line for the Piedmont Wildcats after the interception by Hendren. Piedmont takes over. Handoff and trying to find some running room, and not a whole lot there. That is Devontae Pickard, and he'll be taken down right behind the line of scrimmage. We'll say second down and a long 10.
Number 52. Caleb Kabata, sophomore, 6'1", 190, defensive line.
Now 4 carries, 6 yards rushing for Pickard so far in this one. Second down and 10 from the 25. Going from right to left, from west to east, away from the sun. Fake to Pickard, pitch near side, and running room around the near end across the 30-yard line to the 31. And on that carry, Mason Teeter, the gain on the play of 6 yards to bring up third down and 4.
Nice block that time on the outside there by the wide receiver, number 2, Colby Matlock.
So from the 31-yard line, third down and 4. From the flex bone, put the man in motion. He'll hesitate. They'll check. Check with me on the sideline as the clock rolls with 4.5 minutes to play in the first quarter. And finally, Piedmont will burn the timeout as the play clock was running out. We'll take a break with them. 4 minutes and 23 seconds to play in the first quarter. The Wildcats and the Indians are scoreless. It's the Squirtle High School Football Game of the Week, brought to you by High Plains Insurance. And we'll go a minute.
Great Plains Land Company came together out of a desire to return to what a land company should be. A client-centered organization as passionate about the land as you are. Land is not something we deal with from 8 to 5. Land is truly our passion. Whether you're looking for a dream property or listing a property, you need an experienced land specialist working for you. We invite you to call our Great Plains Land Team today at 405-761-4808.
Do you like the convenience of knowing you've already paid for the service you're using? Would you rather pay up front without a bill hanging over your head? Pioneer Cellular has the plan for you. Pay in advance, another great way to pay. Get happy with Pay in Advance from Pioneer Cellular. We offer unlimited data, talk, and texting for $49 per month, or unlimited talk and texting for $30 per month. Pay in Advance requires no credit checks, deposits.
Third down and 4 for Piedmont, and around the right side goes Colby Matlock on the carry, and he'll get across midfield down to the El Reno 46-yard line. A big play on 3rd and 4, move the chains, first down.
Yeah, good block on the perimeter there to number 2 that time, Matlock.
And the gain from the 31-yard line.
The defensive end shot inside that time, make it easy for him to block.
23-yard gain, Matlock with his first carry of the night. So Piedmont is dealing now in El Reno territory. There's a pitch to Matlock right side. He'll get down to the 40-yard line before he was taken down in a sea of white jerseys.
It's a buck phone, just kind of like the wishbone. You better stay at home. You got to honor that fullback first, and then you got to honor the quarterback. Then you got a guy that's pitching on the outside.
Now penalty flag at the line of scrimmage, and this one's coming back and then some as the penalty against Piedmont takes it back across midfield. I'm assuming it must have been a hold. It's a 15-yard penalty. They're going way back to the 39-yard line. Got it. So back to the 39-yard line. We'll bring up first down and a bunch. First down and 25.
college and the pros are emphasized this year is that crackback block, and got to stay up high.
So 1st and 25 back at the 39-yard line. Hampton wants to throw this time. Right side has a man on the wheel route. Ooh, is that a catch made in bounds? It is. That was a very nice catch made. Is that Mason Teeter? It is. The senior reeling one in.
One-handed, too.
You betcha.
Right on the sideline.
The gain from the 39-yard line across midfield to the 47.
Great effort there to catch that one.
It's a gain of 14, and he earned it.
The thing about that option, too, you got to stay at home because when they pull it, and you can't be coming up too quick up here in the secondary.
Here's 2nd down and 11 from the 47-yard line. And they'll fake the handoff to the fullback and pitch to Teeter near side, and Teeter will be strung out back across midfield, a loss on the play to the 49-yard line, as he will lose about 4 or so.
Missed the block that time on the outside. If he gets that block, he makes it 3 or 4 yards.
So that'll bring up 3rd down and 15. Under 3 minutes to play in the first quarter of a scoreless ball game. This geographic rivalry between El Reno and Piedmont.
Newly established.
Newly established. They did not play before 2015, and I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to give you a little bit. This is a cheat sheet. Keep that note in mind. I'm just telling you. Pitch right side, trying to find some running room, but tripped up after a gain of about 3 or 4. That run by Zaire Barty.
Number 25 from El Reno, Dyer, linebacker on the stop. They did a good job that time of stringing that one out.
Well, 4th down and 10 at the 46-yard line, and now a punting situation as Bo Phelps will stand back at his 40-yard line. He'd love to get a good punt, nice roll on this turf, and push El Reno back here. The punt coming from the 46-yard line. The snap is back. Here comes the rush. The kick is away, and it's hanging up there quite nicely. A fair catch is called for at the 12-yard line. Did he get hit?
Yep.
He did get hit. Will it be a major one or a minor one? If it's a minor one, it's a 5-yard penalty, and I think maybe you just let that kick stand. If it's roughing, it's 15 and it's a 1st down. Here's the discussion. We'll have an answer here hopefully in a moment.
I think it's roughing.
Well, if it's roughing, it'll be a 1st down, and Piedmont's drive will continue. We talked in the pregame. Jeff Hall, the first-year head coach for Piedmont, in his first game with the Wildcats was it is running into. It is not a personal foul. It'll be 4th down and about 5. And the discussion now is Jeff Hall gets in his 2 cents. On 4th and 5, do you let him try to punt it again? That rush was coming, and he had a really darn good punt. As Reno would take over inside the 15-yard line. And I guess they could opt on 4th down and 5 from the El Reno 40 or so to go for it, but they're going to just go ahead and let the punt stand, which I think is probably the best call right there. This is a field position game at this point.
If you're not going to go for it there on 4th down, then you need to stop them inside the 20. That's a good punt with somebody in your face.
You're exactly right. So they'll spot the ball at the 11-yard line, and that is where Reno will take over 1st down and 10. And this
he kind of reads those blocks really well and makes good cuts and good decisions.
He bounces. He's bouncing on those toes, looking for the next move. 2nd down and 2 from the 19. This has been a field position ball game, and there's been a couple of turnovers, one each way. I've not been to this stadium since the first year it opened up. I'm going to say, 2005, I think, was the last time I was here for a ball game. Very nice stadium here at the video board on the west end, being framed by the setting sun to our right. And El Reno working right into that sun right now. Actually, the receivers aren't going to have an issue with it, but there's a run up the middle for Plumlee to the 25-yard line, out to the 27. And that'll be a first down run, as could have been a whole lot more as the tackle was made from behind by Dakota Warrior. So the gain from the 19 out to the 29, a gain of 10.
That's the third or fourth time we've seen that quarterback draw.
He's got 8 carries for 38 yards now. First down and 10. And they'll hand it off right up the middle. Is that Cord LaFoe with not a whole lot there? They'll give him to the 30-yard line to bring up second down and 9.
Number 80. Heath on the stop.
Second down and 9 for El Reno. They had the ball moving into Piedmont territory the last possession. Then there's a face mask. There's a really obvious face mask back at the 25-yard line. Boy, they grabbed Plumlee's face mask and jerked into the turf. So this will be a first down.
It turned personally because, boy, they had him dead to rights back there. And didn't have anywhere to go. But just put the hand in the wrong spot.
I'm anticipating a little bit right here, but Piedmont with 3 penalties, but they're all of the very penal variety of 15 yards. So 3 15-yard penalties. So glad to have you with us. Stout Field at F&M Bank Stadium in Piedmont. We were talking about this. Boy, this little town, since I moved here in 2004, has just exploded as the Oklahoma City Metro gets closer. We can look to our left and see the skyline of OKC. But the question will be, which we did not have a correct answer, a good answer for last week, is will we find something to eat after the ball game? Snap to Plumlee around the left side, and he'll get first down yardage to the midfield stripe. They're going to say that he was stopped just shy of the first down, right at the 50-yard line. They had to clear the 49 of Piedmont to move the chains. So he'll be about a yard short, which will bring up third down and 1 after the gain on the play of about 9. We'll take a break. That's the end of the first quarter. In Piedmont, we're scoreless. This is the Squirtle High School Game of the Week, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Looking for a newer pre-owned car, truck, or van? Get a better deal in El Reno at Rick Jones Buick GMC. They have Oklahoma's favorite vehicles, the all-new 2020 GMCs and Buicks, not to mention a large selection of quality pre-owned vehicles as well. They have the cars, trucks, vans, and the financing to get you on the road on a whole new ride. They are selling the cars and trucks that America owns. Oklahoma's favorite, Rick Jones Buick GMC, 2830 South Highway 81 in El Reno. Proud to sponsor high school football.
Southern Nazarene University, SNU. Earn your master's in 20 months, meeting 1 night a week. Prepare to become a principal or a superintendent, a leader in your school. SNU.edu. Masters in Educational Leadership. Reach out today. SNU.edu. Educational Leadership. Canadian Valley Technology Center, providing high-tech educational opportunities for high school students, adults, small businesses, and large corporations. With locations in Chickasha, Yukon, and El Reno, there's a campus ready to meet your needs. So visit cvtech.edu for more information about the diverse educational opportunities we offer at Canadian Valley Technology Center. That's cvtech.edu.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers.
Talk about a win-win.
Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
We start the second quarter in Piedmont, second down and 1. And trying to find some running room off the left side is the quarterback Plumlee, and I don't know if he got the first down on 2nd and 1. They'll move the chains, so give Plumlee a gain of 2.
You get to earn it, that's for sure.
Plumlee, 10 carries, 49 yards rushing. He was the straw that stirred the drink yesterday. Or last week, excuse me, yesterday. And so far, he is getting it done for El Reno in a scoreless ball game. First down and 10 from the Piedmont 49. Plumlee wants to throw. Out pattern, that's caught by the big tight end. His first catch for Colton Hunt. Colton had 7 catches for 92 yards and a touchdown last week, including that game-winning touchdown with 6 seconds to play. Gets his first catch tonight, a gain of 4 to bring up second down and 6.
Yeah, 6'3", too. He's a good target there.
Both these guys, Plumlee and Hunt, have been playing. They're both juniors, have been playing since their freshman year. So they've been playing with each other for a long time, and they've worked a pretty good connection with each other. Here's second down and 6. Handoff up the middle, trying to find some running room. That is Mikey Devereaux. And Devereaux will carry down to the 43, 42-yard line. Gain on the play.
Linebacker Bo Hardy, runs.
Gain on the play of about 2. Bring up third down and 4. Plumlee wants to throw. Dumps it out left flat. It's caught. That'll be first down yardage and a bit more. That catch was made by Cash Crawford. Crawford pushed out of bounds at the 36-yard lines, and that is a first down.
He was just going to try to throw it away because the guy right in his face, and he threw it right on the money out here on the outside.
Gain down to the 36-yard line, a gain of 6. First down and 10. Plumlee to throw again, being chased. That pass is off the fingertips of the tight end Colton Hunt, who was in traffic and couldn't reel it in. Second down and 10.
Yeah, Piedmont's starting to get a little pressure on him now, making him throw the ball a little bit quicker than he wants to. That time, number 80, Gerard Heath, was out there to put a little pressure on him.
Here comes the 10th play of the drive that started back on the 11-yard line. Second down and 10 from the 36-yard line. El Reno in Piedmont territory in a scoreless game. Early second quarter. Plumlee draw play. Tries to follow the blocker into the hole, and he'll get first down yardage, pushed by his teammates ahead across the 25-yard line down to the 23. He'll pick up 13.
Bread and butter right there, right up the middle. They spread you out, went 3 wide out there on the right side, get everybody spread out so they can have some gaps there to run up inside.
This is the deepest penetration for either team in this one. El Reno had gotten down to the Piedmont 32 on their previous drive before the interception thrown by Plumlee. Here's first down and 10 from the 23-yard line. Plumlee to throw, trying to buy time, and far sideline. That ball was almost intercepted. It was intended for Cash Crawford. It will be incomplete.
It was good coverage that time because we just didn't have anywhere to throw it to.
That'll bring up third down and 10.
Coverage fell that time because he had plenty of time, but just couldn't find anybody open. One Piedmont player injured over there on the side.
And take it back. It's only second down and 10. I got ahead of myself, so it is second and 10, and we do have an injured player. And that will prompt a stoppage of play, so we'll take a break. 9 minutes and 17 seconds to play in the first half. El Reno and Piedmont are scoreless, but the Indians are almost just shy of the red zone. Can they knock one in? We'll see what happens after this. It's the game of the week on Scortal.
At Piedmont Pharmacy and Gifts, they know their customers by name, not a number. And you get hometown service you won't get at a big box pharmacy. You call and get a real person, not a computer. And their pharmacists are available to answer questions or concerns. You'll find full service prescription filling and compounding, a complete line of over-the-counter products, immunizations and vaccines, medical equipment rental, shipping and delivery, boutique gift items for every occasion, and gift wrapping is free. At Piedmont Pharmacy.
Poto. And he's struggling again here tonight. It'll be third down.
Under outstanding play there by the defensive end, number 80, Jared Keith, a senior, 6'4", 190 pounds.
That loss of 2 on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 12.
He's been making some good plays here from the defensive end position.
Really has. From the 25-yard line, left hash, Plumlee to throw. Steps up in the pocket. Now he's flushed. Toward the end zone. Hangs one up. It's caught for a touchdown. Colton Hunt with his 2nd touchdown reception of the season after the game winner last week against Poto. He uses that height advantage. He rises up about a yard across the goal line and reels it in. And El Reno jumps on top 6-0.
Yeah, defensive back at that time just lost track of the ball. You know, he's defensive back's looking back in that sun, and he might have lost it there. It's definitely wide open.
Colton Hunt, his 2nd catch of the night, his 9th of the season. That is a big field goal kicker, extra point kicker, and the kick will sneak through. It's up and good. And that is Rafe Goucher. They had kicking issues last week, and Rafe Goucher makes the first extra point tonight. 8.5 to play in the first half, and El Reno jumps on top 7-0. This is the Squirtle Game of the Week presented by High Plains Insurance.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business. And remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
Located right off Piedmont Road, Frank Lopez of Farmers Insurance is your local Piedmont farmers agent. With over 16 years' experience, Frank Lopez has the knowledge and expertise to help with all your insurance needs. Life, auto, home, renters, business, and more. So stop by today and let Frank Lopez of Farmers Insurance find the perfect plan for you. Or give us a call at 405-373-2520.
Long drive for El Reno, 13 plays, 89 yards. 5 minutes and 5 seconds it took off the clock. And the touchdown pass from Plumlee to Colton Hunt from 25 yards. Goucher with the extra point kick at 7-0 El Reno. And on the return, and a long one down the far sideline. And across the 50-yard line, that was Devontae Pickard with the nice return. Will set up Piedmont with good starting field position. First down and 10 in Indian territory at the 45-yard line, trailing 7-0.
Number 55, Ray Goucher just saved his touchdown, because if he don't trip him up that time, he's gone to the house.
So this will be the first opportunity for a team to start a drive in the other team's territory with 8:22 to play in the first half.
Goucher just kicked the extra point.
Yep.
And now he just made the saving tackle.
Exactly right, and Rafe Goucher, he's a D1 talent, as his coach told me.
You can tell by watching him. He's got a big old kid, but he's got good speed.
First down and 10 for Piedmont at the El Reno 45-yard line. Trying to find some running room up the middle, and not a whole lot there, right up the gut. Let's see, on that carry, that's 44, that is James McGuire. No gain on the play.
Didn't move anybody on the interior of the defense that time.
They'll hurry back up to the line, and on second down and 10, that flex bone offense that has been installed here at Piedmont. We'll try it again, right up the middle. Nope, it's a quarterback keeper this time for a couple of yards as Hampton will battle forward to bring up third down and 8 from the 43-yard line. So third down and long here, as they're pushing the tempo a little bit, trying to keep El Reno defensively on the field. Dylan Hampton up under center. You got the wings left and right. Got a tight end to the right side and a wide out left. And the fullback. Hand off to the fullback this time. Pickard with running room. First down yardage to the 31. Big third down run to move the chains for the Wildcats.
Yeah, that's a good run that time. He got hit about after 2 or 3 yards, but just kind of squirmed and turned and just kept going.
Gain of 12 on the play, and once again, Piedmont is going to they're going to push the tempo here. It's worked for them so far. 1st and 10 from the El Reno 31-yard line. They're down a touch. Hand off to Pickard again to the 28.
Number 55, Goucher again on the tackle.
I'm going to mark him at the 29, a gain of 2, 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, Goucher's 6'2", 285, and pretty athletic.
Coach said that if he was a couple inches taller, he would be on everybody's D1 radar screen. His height might be keeping them from knocking down his door a little bit, but the kid has a motor.
He's going to play somewhere if he wants to.
2nd down and 8. Give it, nope, it's a fake to Pickard, left side to Teeter. Teeter trying to make something happen, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a half a yard. That was all Teeter trying to make something happen right there.
Yep. If you run that pitch, you got to get the block on the outside, and they just didn't get the block.
Give him a gain of 1. Down to the 28-yard line. It will be 3rd down and 7 with under 6 to play in the first half.
And what he made that time, he made on his own.
Check that Squirtle scoreboard along the top of the screen. You see Skiatook leading Glenpool 10-0 in the first quarter. We're running through all the scores across the state at the top of the screen. You can see our score at the bottom left. Hand off up the middle. Pickard again down to the 26. Gain of about 2. That'll be 4th and 6.
45 Dyer, linebacker, from the stop for El Reno. Bethany, one of our teams, are going to play cover next week at Chisholm. They're leading Elk City 13-0.
Chisholm tonight playing Fairview, who we saw last week losing to Perry in the Squirtle game of the week.
0-0 in the second quarter right now.
We've got the Squirtle scoreboard. We've also got the Coach Turney scoreboard, courtesy of Squirtle. Back to throw this time is Hampton. He has the man wide open and into the end zone. That's Teeter with the dive toward the pylon. Touchdown, Piedmont. Mason Teeter with the reception, and the Superman dive toward the near right pylon.
Can't do it any better than that. Just dive and reach out and have the ball hit the pylon.
That's a tough throw to make for Dylan Hampton, the quarterback, too, as he had to catch Teeter in stride, and Teeter didn't have to break stride at all as he was able to keep his momentum going toward the end zone.
Good hookup that time.
26-yard touchdown hookup from Dylan Hampton to Teeter. And the extra point is up and good by the left-footed kicker. That is Bo Phelps, and we've got a tie ball game. 4:42 to play in the first half. El Reno and Piedmont tied at 7. This is the game of the week on Squirtle.
Stream like the pros with Squirtle Live. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
The Wild Daisy is now the TWD Shirt Company, and that gives everybody a great reason to stop by. You'll find the largest collection of Piedmont Wildcat spirit wear for men, women, and youth, stadium seats, hats, and more Wildcat swag. Your first and last stop on the way to the game is TWD Shirt Company. Are you a youth sports coach? They can provide the team uniforms and warm-up gear. Custom embroidery? Decals? We can do that too. It's not just for girls anymore. The Wild Daisy is now TWD Shirt Company, 1885 North Piedmont Road. Call 405-312-6129. We are Wildcat proud.
We have got a good one in Piedmont tonight. Piedmont with the equalizer, a 26-yard touchdown pass from Dylan Hampton to Mason Teeter. Bo Phelps' extra point kick makes it 7-7, caps a 7-play, 45-yard drive in 3 minutes and 40 seconds. Coach, we got a ball game after last week's game, which got a little out of hand. We've got a good one here.
You know, you think about that flex bone, they're trying to stop all those options, and all of a sudden then they're going to pull the ball and hit the end out there on the fly, and that he's wide open.
Teeter was wide open. There's a pooch kick. It's loose in the field. Who can get this one? A couple of Wildcats end up running into each other on the attack, trying to chase it down. And El Reno gets a huge break as Dorian Plumley jumps on it at the 25-yard line.
If they don't ping bong in each other, I guarantee the blue team comes up with it.
You know, the biggest hit made on that play were two Piedmont players running into each other.
A big break that time for the guys in white.
So Reno will take over first down and 10 on their own 25-yard line. The drive will start with 4 minutes and 37 seconds to play in the first half. And we are equalized at 7.
Get a stop right here and get some good field position, and by the time Piedmont could take the lead, they could get the ball back here pretty quick.
First down and 10 at the 25-yard line. Plumley tucks it under to his right, and he'll stay on his feet to the 27. Gain of about 2 or so on first down to bring up 2nd and 8.
Good job of stringing that out and letting the Army run to the ball.
12 carries, 64 yards rushing for Dorian Plumley so far. He's thrown for 60 yards.
How many carries has he had?
12.
Seems like about 20.
He's 5 of 9 passing for 60 yards, an interception, and a touchdown. 2nd down and 8. Plumley, quick hitter right side, ball caught in space and trying to find some running room, but not a whole lot there. That tackle was made. Good coverage by Bo Hardy as he just flung Braden Gerard out of bounds.
Yeah, he's had a good first half in the linebacker position that time on the run and also defending the pass.
First catch of the night for Braden Gerard. It's 3rd down and 6.
Good play here for the defense.
Somebody
smart quarterback right
came
there,
across early.
Giving a hard count.
He did, and biting on it was Riley Atwell.
Yeah, he got 3rd and short.
Yep, 3rd and 6 turns into 3rd and 1. 4th penalty of the ball game for the Indians, or take it back for Piedmont. Third down and 1. 3 wide to the near side, high snap. Plumley's in trouble, and he's tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and the bad snap blew that play up.
That and the linebackers, they shot both linebackers that time because they know quarterback's probably going to keep it.
So back to the 23 or the 28-yard line.
We get a little bit of heat on him this time on the punt because the last time, remember, punt went over his head by about. He had to go back about 10 or 15 yards.
Now Plumley will stand back inside his 15-yard line. Mason Teeter, who caught a touchdown pass earlier in this one, will stand inside his 40, right at his 40. Kick is away. Boy, it's a good one. Teeter calls for a fair catch to the 30-yard line.
Wow.
Nice punt by Dorian Plumley. So, you talked about Piedmont getting the quick stop. Getting the ball back. They've got the opportunity now with 3:09 to play in the first half. And they'll have first down and 10. They're going to mark the ball to start the drive at the 29-yard line.
Plumlee's a pretty good weapon to have.
Really
Not
is.
just quarterback.
Exactly right.
Showed a little smart serve, drawing the defense on the hard count. And then when they stack him, then he punts the ball clear to the other end.
So first down and 10 at the 29-yard line as the sun goes down on Piedmont, Oklahoma. The lights take effect. Stout Field at F&M Bank Stadium. The Friday night lights in Piedmont. Handoff up the middle. Pickard will get across the 30-yard line. He'll pick his way out to the 34, picking up 5. How many times can I get pick in one sequence?
Pickard, I like his running style. Boy, it's north and south or east and west in this case, and doesn't waste any motion.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd down and 5 from the 34-yard line. Piedmont, the blue uniforms, tops and bottoms, the blue helmets, back to throw this time. Oh, here comes the blitz, and going down under a hail of Indian gunfire is the quarterback, Dylan Hampton, back inside the 30-yard line of the 27.
Evan Johnson, that time the senior linebacker, shot through there and no chance for the quarterback.
So now it's 3rd down and 11, and we've got a timeout called. We'll take a break with 2 minutes and 28 seconds to play in the first half. Piedmont and El Reno were tied at 7 on the Game of the Week, brought to you by Squirtle and sponsored by High Plains Insurance.
Experience relationship banking at F&M Bank. Family owned and operated since 1972, F&M Bank continues to provide full-service banking and a friendly, knowledgeable staff with that personal touch. After over 72 years in the banking business, John Anderson still comes to work at 92 years old. He's the tip of the spear of the culture at F&M Bank. See Josh Atkinson and Eric Anderson in Piedmont, Terry Anderson and Mark Stanley at Surrey Hills. They are ready to serve you, and they are always Wildcat proud. F&M Bank, member FDIC.
Third down and 11 for Piedmont at their 28-yard line. With 2:28 to play in the first half, tied at 7. And from the flex bone, little play action, back to throw, across the middle into traffic. The ball nearly reeled in. That would have been a great catch in traffic by Colby Matlock, but he couldn't reel it in completely. It's incomplete.
Nice thrown ball that time by the quarterback that time, Hampton. Little traffic there, but definitely catchable.
Well, so now it's 4th down and 11. It will be El Reno with the opportunity now to get the ball back. This has been a fun football game. Not a whole lot of scoring, but it's been a field position game. Each team has one touchdown drive. Now we'll see what happens here. Kick is away. Not a great snap, but was able to do something with it. And it will take a nice Piedmont roll inside the 30-yard line and will die at the 25-yard line. So a nice punt that time by Bo Phelps. And El Reno finds themselves 75 yards away from the goal line with 2:12 to play in the first half.
Be interesting to see what they do with the ball. If they try to throw the ball or just try to get the quarterback Plumlee out on the edge.
Stick around at halftime. We'll recap the scoring in this one, give you the halftime stats. And we'll check that Squirtle scoreboard as well. State games across the state. This is officially week 1. Last week was 0 week. This is officially week 1 as everybody's pretty much in action unless they might have played last week and have that early bye. First down and 10 from the 25. Plumlee calls his own number up the middle, across the 30, spun across the 35 to the 36. As that tackle was made, is that Bo Hardy? It was.
Linebacker making the play. You can also look for number 25. Hardy's been all over the field.
Gain of 11, move the chains, first down. Ball resting at the 36-yard line. Plumlee again, the draw up the middle. Tackled across the 40-yard line to the 42. That time reeling him in was big old 66, Riley Waitscox, Jr.
Junior, 6'3", 278.
Gain 6. The ball at the 41. A minute and a half to play in the first half. Now, based on the kicking situation for El Reno, they're really not going to get themselves into field goal range here. Rolling to his right is Plumlee. Plumlee down the far sideline, hurls it, and it's incomplete. Almost intercepted, almost picked by Zaire Barty. It'll be incomplete. Third down and 5. With 1:18 to play in the first half. And if they don't move the chains right here, they'll give the ball right back to Piedmont, and Piedmont will have the opportunity.
Exactly.
We thought maybe there'd be 1 or 2 possessions in the final 3 or 4 minutes of this first half. We could get like 10, seems like. So there's third down and 5. And Plumlee, draw up the middle, and he is locked down. He is locked up. Is that Donnie Berry? Yes, it is. Big Donnie Berry. 4th down and 4 after the gain of just 1 when they needed 5. 15 carries, 82 yards rushing in the first half for Plumlee. Clock will stop with 53 seconds to play in the first half. Tied at 7. And we'll have 4th and 4 when we come back. This is the Squirtle Game of the Week brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Class.
Canadian Valley Pharmacy is rooted in art and science, rooted in tradition, rooted in wellness and the local community. For over 60 years, we've been serving generations of friends and neighbors. You'll find full-service prescription filling and compounding, a complete line of over-the-counter products, immunizations, medical equipment rental, boutique gift items, and gift wrapping is free. When you need wellness solutions, think of CVP. Canadian Valley Pharmacy, 1605 West Elm in El Reno.
Great Plains Land Company came together out of a desire to return to what a land company should be. A client-centered organization as passionate about the land as
53 seconds remaining in the first half. Piedmont and El Reno tied at 7. Looks like Dorian Plumlee will stand back at his 25-yard line to punt this away. Mason Teeter will stand inside his 25. And let's see if Piedmont can get a good return here and get some good field position and give themselves a chance to do something in the final minute of the first half. Plumlee's end-over-end kick, and it will take a great roll, and Teeter will catch it on a couple of bounces, the 15-yard line to the 20, and he'll dive across the 25 out to the 26. So will they do anything here? Oh, flag on the play. Did Plumlee, they rough him? Is it going to be a first down? I'm watching the ball fly down, so.
You can't see hardly go the ball there. And yeah, he got roughed. It'll be a first down.
It'll be a first down for El Reno. Some big penalties in this one, and for Piedmont, they've had 3 15-yard penalties already. This will be the 4th. And so the personal foul moved the ball. Let's see where they spot it. At the 43-yard line in Piedmont territory. So now with 42 seconds remaining in the first half, El Reno has it in Wildcat territory. Second roughing the punter call we've seen tonight. That's not a penalty you see a lot, but we've seen 2 of them tonight.
Just took a bad angle, kind of went straight at him instead of coming across and getting the ball off of his foot.
So first down and 10. Plumlee, a dangerous quarterback in a situation like this. Of course, he drove his team down the field and threw a game-winning touchdown with 6 seconds to play to Colton Hunt last week in that win over Poto. Right side, pass incomplete to the far sideline. That'll stop the clock with 38 seconds to play. This has been a fun ball game. You get a feeling this is a matchup of 2 evenly matched teams. 2 teams that know each other a little bit, being 20 miles apart. Second down and 10 from the 43. Plumlee up the middle, fighting for a yard or 2. Is that Cord LaFoe?
An interesting call though to run that.
Yeah.
Fullback draw with under 30 seconds left.
That is LaFoe, and a gain of 2. Down to the 41-yard line, and I think that El Reno is content to run this one out, and we'll get into halftime. 5 seconds remaining in the first half. The clock will roll down to 0.
I think he's going to stop it and maybe throw one in the end zone.
Throw one to the end zone. Call the timeout with 2.3 seconds remaining in the first half. Let's take a quick 30-second break, and we'll be right back. One play coming. Let's see if El Reno can strike gold. Tied at 7 late in this one, in the first half of this one. It's the Squirtle Game of the Week brought to you by
Great Plains Land Company came together out of a desire to return to what a land company should be. A client-centered organization as passionate about the land as you are. Land is not something we deal with from 8 to 5. Land is truly our passion. Whether you're looking for a dream property or listing a property, you need an experienced land specialist working for you. We invite you to call our Great Plains Land Team today at 405-761-4808.
Do right here. He's got basically one play, 2 minutes and change remaining, or 2 seconds and change, 2.3. And the ball at the Piedmont 41-yard line. And Plumlee, he's got the arm to get it there. And, of course, they got a couple of safeties. Piedmont has a couple of safeties standing at the goal line. Bat it down if it comes that far.
I don't know what they're doing there. Piedmont coaches discussing their timeouts or.
Well, they've got to get Plumlee enough time to let his receivers get down in the vicinity of the end zone.
I'd make sure I'd have number 40 covered for sure.
No doubt about it. 3rd down and 8, back to throw. Stepping up into the pocket, now being chased and tackled. It was a ball, I believe the ball is loose. And Piedmont, let's see who fell on it. It doesn't really matter. The first half will come to an end. And El Reno will, quote, keep the possession, but the half comes to an end. And Piedmont and El Reno are tied at 7. Talk about that first half a little bit, Coach. I thought that an evenly matched first half, these two teams, you can tell they know each other a little bit because they didn't surprise each other much.
No, and you know, El Reno had to be prepared for this flex balloon, and they've done a pretty good job. They caught them on that one pass, but overall, I thought they did a good job of stopping the running game of Piedmont. And you know, on the other side, Piedmont, you got to control number 2. And that's not going to be hard to do. You're trying to limit him on what he can do and have a lot of people run to the football and get him on the ground, but he's an outstanding athlete.
Halftime score from Piedmont High School. El Reno 7, Piedmont 7. This is the game of the week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Do you like the convenience of knowing you've already paid for the service you're using? Would you rather pay up front without a bill hanging over your head? Pioneer Cellular has the plan for you. Pay in advance, another great way to pay. Get happy with Pay in Advance from Pioneer Cellular. We offer unlimited data, talk, and texting for $49 per month, or unlimited talk and texting for $30 per month. Pay in Advance requires no credit checks, deposits, or contracts. Call us 800-641-2732.
Looking for a newer pre-owned car, truck, or van? Get a better deal in El Reno at Rick Jones Buick GMC. They have Oklahoma's favorite vehicles, the all-new 2020 GMCs and Buicks, not to mention a large selection of quality pre-owned vehicles as well. They have the cars, trucks, vans, and the financing to get you on the road on a whole new ride. They are selling the cars and trucks that America owns. Oklahoma's favorite, Rick Jones Buick GMC, 2830 South Highway 81 in El Reno. Proud to sponsor high school football.
Southern Nazarene University, SNU. Earn your master's in 20 months, meeting 1 night a week. Prepare to become a principal or a superintendent, a leader in your school. SNU.edu. Masters in Educational Leadership. Reach out today. SNU.edu. Educational Leadership. Canadian Valley Technology Center, providing high-tech educational opportunities for high school students, adults, small businesses, and large corporations. With locations in Chickasha, Yukon, and El Reno, there's a campus ready to meet your needs. So visit cvtech.edu for more information about the diverse educational opportunities we offer at Canadian Valley Technology Center. That's cvtech.edu.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers.
Talk about a win-win.
Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
At Piedmont Pharmacy and Gifts, they know their customers by name, not a number. And you get hometown service you won't get at a big box pharmacy. You call and get a real person, not a computer. And their pharmacists are available to answer questions or concerns. You'll find full service prescription filling and compounding, a complete line of over-the-counter products, immunizations and vaccines, medical equipment rental, shipping and delivery, boutique gift items for every occasion, and gift wrapping is free. At Piedmont Pharmacy and Gifts, 97 Gooder Simpson Boulevard in Piedmont.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business. And remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
Located right off Piedmont Road, Frank Lopez of Farmers Insurance is your local Piedmont farmers agent. With over 16 years' experience, Frank Lopez has the knowledge and expertise to help with all your insurance needs: life, auto, home, renters, business, and more. So stop by today and let Frank Lopez of Farmers Insurance find the perfect plan for you. Or give us a call at 405-373-2520. Located right off Piedmont Road, Frank Lopez of Farmers Insurance is your local Piedmont farmers agent. With over 16 years' experience, Frank Lopez has the knowledge and expertise to help with all your insurance needs: life, auto, home, renters, business, and more. So stop by today and let Frank Lopez of Farmers Insurance find the perfect plan for you. Or give us a call at 405-373-2520.
Halftime in Piedmont, the Piedmont Wildcat High School Band takes the field to perform for the home fans as we tell you that we've got a barn burner of a ball game. This has been a fun one. Defensive struggle. Each team has a score, but Piedmont and El Reno are tied at 7. The way the first half played out, El Reno got the football to start on their own 32-yard line their first drive. They moved the ball to just about midfield, went forward on 4th down and came up empty, gave the ball to Piedmont at the Piedmont 46-yard line. 2 plays later, Piedmont fumbled, gave the ball back to El Reno at the El Reno 43-yard line. El Reno drove the ball down into Piedmont territory to the 32-yard line before Dorian Plumley threw an interception, and the ball was picked off by Hendren. Want to make sure I get his name. Let me see here real quick. That was Caden Hendren, the 6'2", 188-pound junior. He had the interception. That set up Piedmont at their own 25-yard line. They got the ball to right near midfield before the drive came up empty, and they ended up having to punt the ball away. Good punt set up El Reno on their own 11-yard line. And at that point, Dorian Plumley put together a tremendous drive. 13 plays, covered 89 yards in 5 minutes and 5 seconds. And it was a 25-yard touchdown pass from Dorian Plumley to Colton Hunt to put El Reno on the scoreboard with 8 minutes and 35 seconds. The teams exchanged punts in the final 4.5 minutes of the first half, and El Reno had the football in Piedmont territory at the 41-yard line when the first half came to an end. So good ball game, El Reno and Piedmont with a touchdown each, and we're tied at 7. We'll take a break. Our halftime show will continue. We'll run down the stats from the first half when we come back as you're watching the Squirtle High School Football Game of the Week, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Stream like the pros with Squirtle Live. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
The Wild Daisy is now the TWD Shirt Company, and that gives everybody a great reason to stop by. You'll find the largest collection of Piedmont Wildcat spirit wear for men, women, and youth, stadium seats, hats, and more Wildcat swag. Your first and last stop on the way to the game is TWD Shirt Company. Are you a youth sports coach? They can provide the team uniforms and warm-up gear. Custom embroidery? Decals? We can do that too. It's not just for girls anymore. The Wild Daisy is now TWD Shirt Company, 1885 North Piedmont Road. Call 405-312-6129. We are Wildcat proud.
Experience relationship banking at F&M Bank. Family owned and operated since 1972, F&M Bank continues to provide full-service banking and a friendly, knowledgeable staff with that personal touch. After over 72 years in the banking business, John Anderson still comes to work at 92 years old. He's the tip of the spear of the culture at F&M Bank. See Josh Atkinson and Eric Anderson in Piedmont, Terry Anderson and Mark Stanley at Surrey Hills. They are ready to serve you, and they are always Wildcat proud. F&M Bank, member FDIC.
Canadian Valley Pharmacy is rooted in art and science, rooted in tradition, rooted in wellness and the local community. For over 60 years, we've been serving generations of friends and neighbors. You'll find full-service prescription filling and compounding, a complete line of over-the-counter products, immunizations, medical equipment rental, boutique gift items, and gift wrapping is free. When you need wellness solutions, think of CVP. Canadian Valley Pharmacy, 1605 West Elm in El Reno.
Great Plains Land Company came together out of a desire to return to what a land company should be: a client-centered organization as passionate about the land as you are. Land is not something we deal with from 8 to 5. Land is truly our passion. Whether you're looking for a dream property or listing a property, you need an experienced land specialist working for you. We invite you to call our Great Plains Land Team today at 405-761-4808.
Do you like the convenience of knowing you've already paid for the service you're using? Would you rather pay up front without a bill hanging over your head? Pioneer Cellular has the plan for you. Pay in advance, another great way to pay. Get happy with Pay in Advance from Pioneer Cellular. We offer unlimited data, talk, and texting for $49 per month, or unlimited talk and texting for $30 per month. Pay in Advance requires no credit checks, deposits, or contracts. Call us 800-641-2732. Do you like the convenience of knowing you've already paid for the service you're using? Would you rather pay up front?
Welcome back to the Squirtle Game of the Week halftime show. So glad to be with you from Stout Field at F&M Bank Stadium in Piedmont. And in Piedmont and El Reno tied at 7. Let's take a look at the halftime stats. Of course, tied at 7. Total yards, El Reno 166 in the first half. Piedmont with 103. On the rushing yards, El Reno with 84, mostly by their quarterback, Dorian Plumley. We'll get the individual stuff in just a second. Piedmont 63 yards on the ground. Through the air, El Reno with 82 yards, Piedmont with 40. And the turnovers, each team has one. So very balanced halftime numbers for El Reno, and really both ways. But you look at Dorian Plumley, he's been the show for El Reno, 84 yards rushing. And of that, he has 82 of those 84. And of course, he is through the air, 6 of 11 for 82 yards with a touchdown and an interception. Cord LaFoe, 4 carries for 2 yards. Dorian Plumley, 15 carries for 82. And then Plumley through the air, as I said, 6 of 11 for 82. He threw the touchdown pass to Colton Hunt, who caught 2 balls in the first half for 29 yards. Gunnar Nicholson had 2 catches for 25 yards. Cash Crawford a catch for 6, and Braden Gerard a catch for 2. 30 carries for 30 plays and 166 yards of total offense for El Reno. Individual numbers for Piedmont: 8 carries for 27 yards for Devontae Pickard. Dylan Hampton, a couple of carries for -5. Mason Teeter, 2 carries for 7. Matlock, let me get his first name. Colby Matlock had 2 carries for 29 in the first half. And then Zaire Barty had a carry for 5. James McGuire, 1 carry for no yards. So 63 yards rushing. And through the air, Dylan Hampton, 2 of 2, 40 yards. The touchdown catch by Mason Teeter. He caught both balls in the first half. A 26-yard touchdown reception. He also had a 14-yard catch as well. 18 plays for 103 yards in the first half for Piedmont. El Reno 1-0 coming in after their win over Poto last week. Piedmont looking for their first win in their first game of the season. And we got a second half coming up. We'll take a break as you are watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Looking for a newer pre-owned car, truck, or van? Get a better deal in El Reno at Rick Jones Buick GMC. They have Oklahoma's favorite vehicles, the all-new 2020 GMCs and Buicks, not to mention a large selection of quality pre-owned vehicles as well. They have the cars, trucks, vans, and the financing to get you on the road on a whole new ride. They are selling the cars and trucks that America owns. Oklahoma's favorite, Rick Jones Buick GMC, 2830 South Highway 81 in El Reno. Proud to sponsor high school football.
Southern Nazarene University, SNU. Earn your master's in 20 months, meeting 1 night a week. Prepare to become a principal or a superintendent, a leader in your school. SNU.edu. Masters in Educational Leadership. Reach out today. SNU.edu. Educational Leadership. Canadian Valley Technology Center, providing high-tech educational opportunities for high school students, adults, small businesses, and large corporations. With locations in Chickasha, Yukon, and El Reno, there's a campus ready to meet your needs. So visit cvtech.edu for more information about the diverse educational opportunities we offer at Canadian Valley Technology Center. That's cvtech.edu.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers.
Talk about a win-win.
Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
At Piedmont Pharmacy and Gifts, they know their customers by name, not a number. And you get hometown service you won't get at a big box pharmacy. You call and get a real person, not a computer. And their pharmacists are available to answer questions or concerns. You'll find full service prescription filling and compounding, a complete line of over-the-counter products, immunizations and vaccines, medical equipment rental, shipping and delivery, boutique gift items for every occasion, and gift wrapping is free. At Piedmont Pharmacy and Gifts, 97 Gooder Simpson Boulevard in Piedmont.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business. And remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
Located right off Piedmont Road, Frank Lopez of Farmers Insurance is your local Piedmont farmers agent. With over 16 years' experience, Frank Lopez has the knowledge and expertise to help with all your insurance needs: life, auto, home, renters, business, and more. So stop by today and let Frank Lopez of Farmers Insurance find the perfect plan for you. Or give us a call at 405-373-2520.
He's turned up now. Yep. Back with you on the Squirtle High School Game of the Week, brought to you by High Plains Insurance from Piedmont tonight. Good ball game, 7-7. Piedmont and Reno, and we would sure like for you to get interactive with us if you want to. You could actually tweet us at Squirtle, and we're going to give you a chance to win a prize in the second half. We've got the High Plains Insurance trivia question coming up. And if you've been listening in the first half, I've actually mentioned the answer a couple of times. So hopefully you were paying attention. We'll get to that in the third quarter. But if you are, watching and listening and hanging out with us, both Coach and I can relate to this. Date night during football season from Autumn Thomas tweeting. We appreciate that very much. You and I date every Friday night during football season. The coach and I are on the road, and we're trying to figure out where dinner's going to be after this one. We're hoping we have some better meal options after the ball game than we had in Perry last week. Ended up going back to Enid and eating wings.
But I had a better story on that date deal. When you're dating the daughter of Bob Kramer, and he's been at Balco for 33 years, and every Friday night we're headed out there to watch. So my wife could attest to having date night in the Panhandle for many years.
Well, we talk about trying to find a place to eat after the broadcast. You can actually go to Squirtle. They have a food blog where they update, the best places to eat in the state. And you go on the road, and that's one thing, we live on our stomachs. I've got to give Lane Jones and the crew here, they've got a great concession stand, a great hamburger over there, but they had pizza in the press box as well, so they're taking care of us.
They certainly are. That's give John Hardaway a heads up when we come to cash, and he's got to outdo Lane.
Yeah, so go to Squirtle.com and find Squirtle Sampler and find out what's good, the good eats around the state of Oklahoma when you were chasing down ball games. You want to check some scores for us in the Squirtle scoreboard really quick, Coach?
Of course, you can set those out on our screen across the top, but a few games that we're going to cover next week. We've got Chisholm playing at Fairview, and they're at 0-0 at halftime, and they're going to be playing Bethany, which is a very good team, ranked number 1. They're leading Elk City 28-0. A team we covered last week, the Perry Maroons were playing Blackwell Maroons, and they're on top 27-0. One of the better Class A teams, Casson, not too far from here, and a good game against Prague, leading 7-0. Thomas and Alba always have a good game, and tonight's no different. Thomas leading 27-18. Woodward on the road at Clinton. Coach Lujan was coaching at Hennessy, now is the head coach at Woodward. But when you go to Clinton, the Red Tornadoes are awful hard to stop, and they're leading 35-0. Close to home, and Enid Pioneer all over Coyle, 32-0, and Pond Creek Hunter, the #1 team in Class B, is leading 54-0 over Quinlan in the second quarter. Covington, Douglas, and Garber, two teams that know each other real well, knotted up at 22 apiece. Medford is trailing Buffalo 12-6. Last night, Ringwood and Timberlake, teams that know each other real well, that not too far apart.
The Highway 58 war.
Yeah, Ringwood won on their first game of the year, beat Timberlake 22-14. Timberlake had beaten Covington in week 0. OBA was ahead of Putnam Heights, a new school here in Oklahoma City. It's a private school. They were leading 33-0. Tuttle and Kingfisher, an awful good game. Tuttle, of course, just defending state champions, but they're just leading Kingfisher 14-6. Perkins on top of Hennessy 22-0. Two very good teams in Class A. Crossing Christian and Rejoice Christian. Rejoice is ranked number 5 and Crossing's number 8.
Brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Stream like the pros with Squirtle Live. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
The Wild Daisy is now the TWD Shirt Company, and that gives everybody a great reason to stop by. You'll find the largest collection of Piedmont Wildcat spirit wear for men, women, and youth, stadium seats, hats, and more Wildcat swag. Your first and last stop on the way to the game is TWD Shirt Company. Are you a youth sports coach? They can provide the team uniforms and warm-up gear. Custom embroidery? Decals? We can do that too. It's not just for girls anymore. The Wild Daisy is now TWD Shirt Company, 1885 North Piedmont Road. Call 405-312-6129. We are Wildcat proud.
Experience relationship banking at F&M Bank. Family owned and operated since 1972, F&M Bank continues to provide full-service banking and a friendly, knowledgeable staff with that personal touch. After over 72 years in the banking business, John Anderson still comes to work at 92 years old. He's the tip of the spear of the culture at F&M Bank. See Josh Atkinson and Eric Anderson in Piedmont, Terry Anderson and Mark Stanley at Surrey Hills. They are ready to serve you, and they are always Wildcat proud. F&M Bank, member FDIC.
Canadian Valley Pharmacy is rooted in art and science, rooted in tradition, rooted in wellness and the local community. For over 60 years, we've been serving generations of friends and neighbors. You'll find full-service prescription filling and compounding, a complete line of over-the-counter products, immunizations, medical equipment rental, boutique gift items, and gift wrapping is free. When you need wellness solutions, think of CVP. Canadian Valley Pharmacy, 1605 West Elm in El Reno.
Great Plains Land Company came together out of a desire to return to what a land company should be, a client-centered organization as passionate about the land as you are. Land is not something we deal with from 8 to 5. Land is truly our passion. Whether you're looking for a dream property or listing a property, you need an experienced land specialist working for you. We invite you to call our Great Plains Land Team today at 405-761-4808.
Do you like the convenience of knowing you've already paid for the service you're using? Would you rather pay up front without a bill hanging over your head? Pioneer Cellular has the plan for you. Pay in advance, another great way to pay. Get happy with Pay in Advance from Pioneer Cellular. We offer unlimited data, talk, and texting for $49 per month, or unlimited talk and texting for $30 per month. Pay in Advance requires no credit checks, deposits, or contracts. Call us 800-641-2732.
Third quarter coming up here in Piedmont. The Wildcats and the Indians from El Reno are tied at 7 as we head to the second half of this one. Next week, Piedmont goes on the road to Weatherford. They had an 11-game losing streak to Weatherford dating back over a decade. They broke that last year as they ended up beating Weatherford 21-10. So they could love to get a chance to get off to a 2-0 start, but it starts with getting to 1-0 first.
You bet. Got to get over this hurdle first.
You betcha. Here's that big kicker for El Reno. as that is big old, losing his name, there it is, Rafe Goucher. Rafe Goucher.
He kicked it over there, tried to hit his coach there on the sideline, kind of went off the side of his foot and out of bounds about the, I don't know, around the 40.
They've had kicking issues. Gael Martinez is supposed to be their kicker, and he's been hurt. And they had kicking issues last week. We talked about the extra point missed late in the ball game where they could have tied it and couldn't do it. And so it's been a struggle. And so Piedmont will take over. Let's see here. 35-yard line, I think so. So first down and 10 at the 35-yard line for the Wildcats. Dylan Hampton 2 for 2 passing for 40 yards, including a touchdown. Devontae Pickard 8 carries for 27 yards. Colby Matlock had a couple of carries for 29. They're going to re-kick it. I didn't see what happened. Back to the 35-yard line. Somebody must have been went out of bounds. They're making them re-kick. Okay. Got that pole right in the way, and they kind of missed that.
They're not sure what they're doing because the 3 referees have been talking for 5 minutes.
They just spent 20 minutes talking in the locker room. They'll tee it up back at the 35-yard line. Goucher will try it again. Rafe Goucher at 6'2", 285 is a very good-sized kicker.
You got to remember, he made the touchdown saving tackle, too, on the kickoff.
The officials say we can only play music in between quarters.
Having some issues with the music still playing out on the field. We're in the press box. We can't really hear it. And now what are they going? Are they going to? Yeah, they're going to end up giving the ball to Piedmont at the 40-yard line after all is said and done, after all of this.
Yeah, right where they kicked it out of bounds.
Yeah.
I thought you had a choice to taking it there or to make them re-kick with a 5-yard penalty.
Well, so finally, let's get the third quarter underway from the left hash. Piedmont and El Reno tied at 7. Up under center is Hampton, that flex bone. Full back behind him is Pickard, and he'll take the handoff on first down. Boy, that was Goucher getting back there in a hurry.
Yeah, he's mad because of that kick out. Made that forward there.
Loss of 2 as Pickard didn't even get close to getting out of his backfield. He got one step, and Goucher had submarined under there and grabbed his legs.
Lost him about a yard, too.
The ball back to the 39-yard line, second down and 11. Coach told me he's a big-time talent. A lot of schools aren't on him yet, and I don't understand that. There's not a whole lot there for Pickard on that handoff, as he never, got back to about the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It'll be third down and 11. So third down and 10 now, so give him about a yard or so. We'll go ahead and give him that on the stat sheet as well.
When you're primarily a running team, this has got a bad down and distance to be in.
Third down and 10. Hampton, pitch left. That's Teeter trying to get to the edge. Oh, he's popped and goes down after a gain of 2. There was initial hit, but then bringing him down was Mikey Devereaux.
Got one good block out there on the outside, got him 2 or 3 yards, and needed one more block to kind of frame. Secondary from El Reno will come out and put a stop to that.
Well, it's fourth down and 8 now, the 42-yard line. El Reno defensively gets the 3 and out. And they'll get a chance to get the football with pretty decent field position, I would imagine, if they can get a decent return. Not much of a breeze here tonight. I'm trying to find where'd the flag go. I don't think there's much of a breeze at all out there. Snap is back. The kick is away.
Good one.
There's a flag here on the near sideline. The ball will die inside the 5-yard line. We've got a flag in the near sideline. That punt downed at the 3-yard line. Great punt that time. Give a lot of credit to Bo Phelps. And what was the penalty flag? We've had a lot of discussions with this crew. They pick it up. I saw a flag here right in front of the Piedmont bench, but as it is.
Oh, the sideline warning.
Okay, gotcha.
Just made a signal.
So the drive will start at the 4-yard line with 9:53 to play in the third quarter of a scoreless game, or take it back, tied at 7. Each team has a touchdown. Reno's touchdown came on a 25-yard touchdown pass from Plumlee to Hunt. And Piedmont's touchdown, a 26-yard pass from Dylan Hampton to Mason Teeter. So Dorian Plumlee brings him up in the shadow of his own goalpost. He's actually standing in the end zone in the shotgun formation. Draw play off right tackle. And he'll stay on his feet to the 10 and out to the 15 to the 16-yard line. Nice run by the quarterback, Dorian Plumlee. It's a way to get out of your own territory or get out of trouble.
Quarterback draw. That's about 9 or 10 times he's ran that. And does a good job just kind of hanging in there and finding a seam and getting behind his blockers. And a lot of good second effort that time.
Very impressive 12-yard gain. He's just shy of 100 yards now, 16 carries for 94 yards rushing for Plumlee. It's first down and 10. The line of scrimmage is the 16-yard line. Plumlee this time, draw play up the middle. He'll get to the 20 and actually is able to push the pile to the 21.
Yeah, big old lineman get behind him and get him 2 more yards.
He'll pick up 5.
The thing about Express Me, I know he's real quick and athletic, but he always seems to get it 1 or 2 more yards after contact. Pretty strong in his lower body.
So second down and 5. He's at 99 yards rushing now, just shy of 100.
Kind of limping right now.
Yeah, he is.
His ankle right foot.
He's hopping on that right ankle. We'll keep an eye on that. Second down and 5. They're going to hand off this time. And trying to find some running room for LaFoe. Cord LaFoe's 5th carry of the ball game. And he'll get to the 25 to the 26-yard line.
You got to run that flow a few times just to keep people honest.
Third down and 1, and there's a fumble on the play in the backfield, and Piedmont's going to have it. Great field position for the Wildcats. The second turnover of the ball game for El Reno, and Piedmont will take over first down and 10 at the El Reno 23-yard line.
They mishandled that, but there was a good penetration there by the interior of Piedmont's defense.
Couple of turnovers for El Reno. Interception and now a fumble. And great starting field position. This drive will start with 8 minutes and 21 seconds to play in the third quarter. The line of scrimmage is the 23-yard line. The short side of the field for Piedmont. They've got the short field 23 yards away from the end zone.
Couldn't ask for a better start. You get a bad kickoff and then you get a fumbled return. Now you got to take advantage of this.
First down and 10 from the 23-yard line. Hampton this time hands off right up the middle. And that's that ball carrier that time was 44. James McGuire. McGuire will gain 7. That's his second carry of the ball game. Down to the 17-yard line.
Yeah, good push that time by the offensive line on the right side.
I'm going to give him 7. Second down and 3.
7's just right.
Yep. Try him again up the middle, and boy, the pushback. No gain on that play is.
You run into number 55, yep. Not going anywhere.
McGuire was popped.
Yep. about a yard behind the line of scrimmage.
That'll bring up 3rd down and now a good long 3. 3rd and 3 at the 17. The wings left and right. Fullback behind the quarterback. Hampton up under center. And they try to hand off to the fullback. And he fumbled the football, and now El Reno will get it back at the 15-yard line.
Got popped right when we got it.
And that was Pickard who fumbled. He had went in there for the first 2 carries of that drive. McGuire had gotten the carries, but Pickard coughed it up. And so back-to-back fumbles for one for each team. And now El Reno will take over 1st down and 10. The line of scrimmage is the 16-yard line. 7:11 to play in the 3rd quarter. In a tie ball game, 7-all. Plumlee take off around right in, tries to get to the edge. He's strung out and nothing there. Great defense by Piedmont.
Everybody pushed him toward the sideline. He had nowhere to go but run out of bounds.
The original line of scrimmage was the 16, and he was pushed out of bounds. Where are they going to mark this ball? Back at the 13-yard line, a loss of 3.
Yep. Good pursuit that time by the entire defensive line and their secondary on that side of the ball.
Well, Dorian Plumlee had 99 yards rushing 2 plays ago. He's gone -3 and -3, so he's back to 93. Plumlee rolling to his left. Hard to throw with the right hand. He's being chased. Now he's in trouble, and he's sacked back at the 3-yard line. He continues to go backwards. That Bryce DiGiacinto.
Is that number 80?
Now, Jared Heath and DiGiacinto was in there as well, so was it Heath leading the way?
I think it's number 80.
Okay. So the loss back inside the 5-yard line to the 4. So it's 3rd down and 23. That's 3 consecutive carries for losses for Dorian Plumlee. Now Dorian working from his own end zone on 3rd down and 23. Dangerous situation. And Plumlee rolling right now. Has a man, the ball cut at the 12-yard line. Is that Hunt? Across the 15, pushing the pile forward. Still moving the pile. And he'll go down at the 20-yard line. At least for field position, that helped a little bit. He looked for his favorite target, Hunt. And the gain from the 4, let's see where they mark it at the 19, so a gain of 15.
Yeah, when you're in trouble, that's what you want to look for, and they were definitely in trouble that time. And that, that didn't look like it gained a whole lot, but it gave me a little bit of room to punt this football.
Well, 4th down and 7 now. I snap to Plumlee. He'll kick it away, angling toward the middle of the field. It's touched, and now diving on it is El Reno as the ball was touched by the return man Teeter, and jumping on it for El Reno was John Garcia.
5'9" senior.
So there's another turnover.
Just missed that, let it get too low. And
so the drive will it'll be a new drive. It'll start a new drive at the 45-yard line of Piedmont. With 4 minutes and 33 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. We'll take a quick break. Tied at 7. Let's see who can capitalize on these turnovers. This is the game of the week on Squirtle.
The Wild Daisy is now the TWD Shirt Company, and that gives everybody a great reason to stop by. You'll find the largest collection of Piedmont Wildcat spirit wear for men, women, and youth, stadium seats, hats, and more Wildcat swag. Your first and last stop on the way to the game is TWD Shirt Company. Are you a youth sports coach? They can provide the team uniforms and warm-up gear. Custom embroidery? Decals? We can do that too. It's not just for girls anymore. The Wild Daisy is now TWD Shirt Company, 1885 North Piedmont Road. Call 405-312-6129. We are Wildcat proud.
Experience relationship banking at F&M Bank. Family owned and operated since 1972, F&M Bank continues to provide full-service banking and a friendly knowledge.
Well, Reno will keep the drive, actually a new drive, alive after the fumbled punt by Mason Teeter. First down and 10 for the Indians at the Piedmont 45-yard line with 4.5 to play in the third quarter. Plumlee up the middle, running room inside the 40-yard line down to the 38, as he will pick up 7 and bring up second down and 3.
DeCento again on the stop, but not for a good carry by Plumlee. He's getting close to that 100 again now.
Yeah, he was back to 84. He gained 7 to get back to 91. He was at 99 a few plays ago. Up the middle, nice run by LaFoe, his best run of the season so far, down to the 16-yard line. Cord LaFoe. He'll gain 22.
And give the offensive line a lot of credit there, because you could have run at least 5 yards to that hole.
You're giving me a lot of credit, Coach.
Well, he got about 30, didn't he?
He did. He only got 22.
Okay. I'm banking you could have made 5.
Maybe 5 years ago. First down and 10 from the 16. LaFoe again trying to feel his oats down to the 5. Or down to the 10, excuse me.
Keep riding that horse until they stop you.
He struggled last week, 3 carries for 6 yards, the win over Poto. He's getting it going now, 7 carries, 34 yards. Let's try him again, down to the 9.
He needs to carry the ball a few times just to give Plumlee a little break.
Right. No doubt about it. Muskogee leading McAllister 23-7. That ball game in the first half. There's our score right there on the Squirtle scoreboard along the top. Tied at 7. Third down and 2. Plumlee up the middle to the end zone. Touchdown. El Reno grabs the lead back.
You knew the quarterback draw was coming, just a matter of time. They're going to kick it. This Plumlee's coming off the field. Rafe can get this to the uprights again.
So the touchdown run by Plumlee, and we'll see if Rafe Goucher can. Oh, at the snap was botched by the holder. He's running at the fire drill as he rolls to his left, and he was popped from behind as he threw it incomplete, so the extra point is no good. 2:54 to play in the third quarter. El Reno leads 13-7. This is the Squirtle Game of the Week, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Looked like to me that was called.
How long was it?
Experience relationship banking at F&M Bank. Family owned and operated since 1972, F&M Bank continues to provide full-service banking and a friendly, knowledgeable staff with that personal touch. After over 72 years in the banking business, John Anderson still comes to work at 92 years old. He's the tip of the spear of the culture at F&M Bank. See Josh Atkinson and Eric Anderson in Piedmont, Terry Anderson and Mark Stanley at Surrey Hills. They are ready to serve you, and they are always Wildcat proud. F&M Bank, member FDIC.
Canadian Valley Pharmacy is rooted in art and science, rooted in tradition, rooted in wellness and the local community. For over 60 years, we've been serving generations of friends and neighbors. You'll find full-service prescription filling and compounding, a complete line of over-the-counter products, immunizations, medical equipment rental, boutique gift items, and gift wrapping is free. When you need wellness solutions, think of CVP. Canadian Valley Pharmacy, 1605 West Elm in El Reno.
The El Reno Indians take advantage of the special teams turnover on the punt, and they march the ball 45 yards in 5 plays in a minute 59 to take the 13-7 lead on the 9-yard run by the quarterback Dorian Plumlee. Here comes a squib kick. It's still rolling around back there. Mason Teeter comes up into the 19-yard line, and he'll be tackled across the 20 at the 22, and that is where Piedmont will take over first down and 10 with 2:47 to play in the third.
Got an injury, too.
It's an El Reno Indian, and I believe it is John Garcia.
Single digits.
I think it's number 9. So the drive will start at the 22-yard line with 2:47 to play in the third quarter. Are we ready for the trivia question? Can I throw it up there really quick? All right. High Plains Insurance trivia coming your way. right now. We'll throw it onto the screen. How many times have El Reno and Piedmont met on the football field? And who leads the series? I've actually talked about it back in the first half. How many times have El Reno and Piedmont met in football? And who leads the series?
And you even told them that that was your cheat sheet.
I did. I gave it away. Let's see who was listening in the first half and is still hanging out with us. So what you need to do is tweet us at Skortle and let us know the answer. We got a T-shirt or something from the swag closet for you. We'll find something cool back there. Maybe a shirt like I have, or what shirt you wearing? Oh, you're not. Okay, you're not wearing the Skortle shirt tonight. What the heck is the deal with that?
Well, my boss hadn't got me one.
I know. You need to get one of these. This is nice. The Skortle.
I don't rate yet.
The embroidered Skortle polo is the way to go.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Nike polo too.
Exactly right. Exactly right. So there's the trivia questions at Skortle. Tweet us. Let us know. We'll give you a shout out. First one to get it. How many times have these two teams played, and who leads the series? All right.
And I had to wear my National Junior College shirt. That Tash and I went to Lubbock to watch some players.
Doing some recruiting.
That's right.
Okay, so first down and 10 at the 22-yard line from the right hash. And let's see, Piedmont's played from behind in this ball game. They trailed early 7-0 and actually answered El Reno's first touchdown on the next drive. And let's see if they can answer on this drive. The extra point miss could be huge. Still taking a while. We've got an injured player. Is that an El Reno or a Piedmont player who's hurt on the far sideline on the El Reno side of the field? I think that's why we're in a delay mode right here. We'll try to get that unnamed Piedmont player back over to this near sideline. I'm assuming it's a Piedmont player. Maybe it's an El Reno player because it's El Reno players who were around him.
Yeah, I think it is.
We're going to take a break here as they take care of this injury situation. 2:47 to play in the third quarter, and now El Reno on top of Piedmont 13-7. You're watching and listening to the Skortle High School Football Game of the Week, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Great Plains Land Company came together out of a desire to return to what a land company should be, a client-centered organization as passionate about the land as you are. Land is not something we deal with from 8 to 5. Land is truly our passion. Whether you're looking for a dream property or listing a property, you need an experienced land specialist working for you. We invite you to call our Great Plains Land Team today at 405-761-4808.
Do you like the convenience of knowing you've already paid for the service you're using? Would you rather pay up front without a bill hanging over your head? Pioneer Cellular has the plan for you. Pay in advance, another great way to pay. Get happy with Pay in Advance from Pioneer Cellular. We offer unlimited data, talk, and texting for $49 per month, or unlimited talk and texting for $30 per month. Pay in Advance requires no credit checks, deposits, or contracts. Call us 800-641-2732.
Looking for a newer pre-owned car, truck, or van? Get a better deal in El Reno.
Back to action in Piedmont. Tom Nelson, the coach, Randy Turney. 2:47 to play in the third quarter. Piedmont has the ball after El Reno just grabbed the lead back at 13-7 on a 9-yard touchdown run by the quarterback, Dorian Plumley. Now the Wildcats have it first down and 10 on their own 22-yard line. Seems like it's been a while since we've seen a play in this ball game. A lot of standing around. Are they taking care of the injury situation across the way on the far sideline on the El Reno side? Now they'll put the play clock in motion. Here we go. Dylan Hampton up under center. A one-back set with the two wings. And they'll pitch left side. That's Teeter to the 25-yard line, to the 27, 28-yard line. A gain on first down of about 6 or so, maybe 7.
I found out what the injury was.
Okay.
The head referee out there watching me, he got hurt over on the
sideline.
sideline.
That's
and
what it is.
I thought it was him that got up. I was watching him walk across the field, and when they started the clock, he can't hardly run.
There you go.
Got clipped.
So the gain of 7 brings up 2nd down and 3.
That's who come we couldn't go ahead and play.
So it wasn't a Piedmont player or an El Reno player. It was an official. 2nd down and 3. Handoff up the middle. Trying to find some running room for Pickard. And he'll get right to the stick. Let's see, will they move the chains on this one? He's at the 32-yard line. It is a 1st down. Gain of 3. He has 31 yards rushing on 12 carries, 1st down and 10. Under 2 to play in the 3rd quarter. El Reno leads by 6, 13-7. And before the play gets underway, timeout called by the Wildcats. We'll take it with them. 1:30 to play in the 3rd, and a 6-point lead for the Indians. This is the Squirtle High School Game of the Week, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Looking for a newer pre-owned car, truck, or van? Get a better deal in El Reno at Rick Jones Buick GMC. They have Oklahoma's favorite vehicles, the all-new 2020 GMCs and Buicks, not to mention a large selection of quality pre-owned vehicles as well. They have the cars, trucks, vans, and the financing to get you on the road on a whole new ride. They are selling the cars and trucks that America owns. Oklahoma's favorite, Rick Jones Buick GMC, 2830 South Highway 81 in El Reno. Proud to sponsor high school football.
Southern Nazarene University, SNU. Earn your master's in 20 months, meeting 1 night a week. Prepare to become a principal or a superintendent, a leader in your school. SNU.edu. Masters in Educational Leadership. Reach out today. SNU.edu. Educational Leadership.
First down and 10 for the Wildcats at their own 32-yard line late in the 3rd quarter. Wildcats down by 6. Handoff up the nope. It's a fake to the fullback and then a fumble. Ball loose is on the ground, and it's going to be another big turnover as El Reno comes up with it.
Number 42, Evan Johnson, senior, on the recovery for El Reno.
I believe, was it McCall on the carry? I think it was. That is Palmer McCall. And he fumbled the football, a senior. So that is the 2nd turnover fumble here in the 2nd half. And El Reno now an opportunity here, starting this drive at the 29-yard line. There's Plumley. Boy, he was popped pretty good. Nice one-on-one individual tackle right there. And
25.
Boy, that's a big stick.
Bo Hardy.
Bo Hardy. Gain of 1.
What he had, super game by a linebacker. Got good quickness on filling the hole.
2nd down and 9.
Watch number 2. He's probably going to take you to the ball.
And he'll run it up the middle this time. Tries to angle right down to the 25-yard line, picking up about 3. Now 23 carries for 95 yards rushing for Dorian Plumley. Half a minute remaining in the 3rd quarter. 3rd down and 7. Piedmont trailing 13-7, and they need to stop right here. They do not want to go down by 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns. Handoff up the middle, and getting 1st down yardage inside the 20-yard line down to the 16. That carry is Mikey Devereaux. Devereaux's first carry of the night.
Yeah, 6 foot, 185-pound sophomore.
So the gain down to the 16.
Got an injury.
It's a warm night out there. It was 95 at kickoff. I'm going to assume we're probably in the low to mid 80s and jumping up there pretty quickly.
Number 7, Bryce
DiGiacinto.
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 Linebacker.
So it'll be first down and 10 from the 16-yard line. Tom Nelson and the coach, Randy Turney from Piedmont, America. Stout Field at F&M Bank Stadium. F&M Bank, a sponsor of ours tonight on the broadcast. We appreciate the Andersons very much. First down and 10 as El Reno, boy, they could put a nail in this one. They could get up by a couple of scores here, but that'll be the final play of the, will they get one off? They will not. The third quarter comes to an end. When we come back, it'll be first and 10 for El Reno at the Piedmont 16-yard line. They lead the Wildcats 13-7. This is the Squirtle Game of the Week, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Canadian Valley Technology Center, providing high-tech educational opportunities for high school students, adults, small businesses, and large corporations. With locations in Chickasha, Yukon, and El Reno, there's a campus ready to meet your needs. So visit cvtech.edu for more information about the diverse educational opportunities we offer at Canadian Valley Technology Center. That's cvtech.edu.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
At Piedmont Pharmacy and Gifts, they know their customers by name, not a number. And you get hometown service you won't get at a big box pharmacy. You call and get a real person, not a computer. And their pharmacists are available to answer questions or concerns. You'll find full service prescription filling and compounding, a complete line of over-the-counter products, immunizations and vaccines, medical equipment rental, shipping and delivery, boutique gift items for every occasion, and gift wrapping is free. At Piedmont Pharmacy and Gifts, 97 Gooder Simpson Boulevard in Piedmont.
Well, Coach Turney and I are sticking our four fingers up in the air as we go to the fourth quarter as they sing along to Sweet Caroline here in Piedmont. El Reno with the ball in Piedmont territory at the 16-yard line, first down and 10, looking to add to their touchdown lead, but that'll make it a little bit tougher as the 5-yard penalty will go against El Reno, moving back 5 yards. Somebody get off to a quick start.
Yep, false start.
So
Ponca City Wildcats leading Enid with 7 minutes to go in the game. It's a battle of field goals.
Oh.
Ponca leading 6-3.
Come on, Plainsmen. My kids both go to Enid High. I want them to be happy tonight. They're all hoping they could celebrate. So first down and 15 back at the 21. Clock still has not gone underway. Here to start the fourth quarter. Tell you what, Piedmont has a lot of cheerleaders down there on the near sideline. Wow. First down, trying to find some running room off left tackle. Maybe 2 or 3 yards down to the 18-yard line. Let's see who goes that. Who got the carry that time? Was a gain of a couple. Not too sure who they gave it to. Kind of got lost in the lights.
Yeah, I think it's 34.
I think it was 34. I think you're exactly right. That's Colby. That's take it back. Devereaux.
Yep.
So on second down and 13, nothing doing on that carry up the middle. Did the ball pop out of there? I don't think so. Thought for a second maybe. Maybe a yard or so on that carry.
Talking about the cheerleaders and the pom-pom, I told Mr. Jones, the principal, I said, you got more girls doing that than we have in high school at Burlington.
That's true. That is true.
I counted about 40 of them.
Lane Jones is the athletic director here at Piedmont High School, and Lane and I go way back. He's done some radio broadcasting in his time, and him and I have done some storm chasing. And the one time I went chasing with him, I'm glad that he knew a lot more about it than I did, because I would have been a lot more scared if I would have known how close we were getting, how close he was putting me to some pretty good storms a few years ago. But he enjoys still doing that, so he's done a great job here. He's done a great job here at Piedmont. Do we have an answer for our trivia? Still looking for an answer. Let's throw it up there again. How many times have El Reno and Piedmont met on the football field? It's a two-part question. And who leads the series? For some Squirtle swag, you need to tweet us at Squirtle. At Squirtle. That'll get it for you. 3rd down and 12 from the 17-yard line, and somebody moved. Somebody jumped for defensively. It's going to be 5 yards the easy way this time. Wow, this is just bogging down a little bit here as the ball moved down to the 13. 10:44 to play in the contest. 3rd down and 7 from the 13-yard line. Plumlee flanked to his right by LaFoe. 3 wide to the right, 1 to the left. That split out. It's Hunt split out to the left. They spread the field. Now look for angles. It will be rolling to his right this time as Plumlee to the back corner of the end zone, actually near pylon. It's incomplete. That pass was intended for Cash Crawford. That will bring up 4th down and 6.
Yeah, look, they're trying to run a little screen out there, play, but Piedmont had that covered really good. He just had to throw it out of bounds.
So 4th down and 6. Boy, I tell you, 3 here would be huge on a made field goal, but El Reno, they've had some kicking issues in the first couple of games.
I'm going to let number 2 carry it.
Yeah.
Either wherever he wants to.
So
either run the quarterback draw or something more, run pass option on the outside.
So 4th down and 7. And now delay a game, so they're going to move it back 5 more. It'll be 4th down and 12. They just go backwards. So 4th down and 11 back at the 17. They've got to get inside the 7 to move the chains. Plumlee, pump fake, left side, one-on-one to the back corner of the end zone. Incomplete, intended for Hunt. And a good defensive stand on a drive that started at the 29-yard line. El Reno comes up empty. Great job by the Wildcats. That would have been the game. If El Reno would have scored right there, would have made it really tough for Piedmont.
And got to get some first downs here and get some field position back.
So it'll be 1st down and 10 for Piedmont. They'll start the drive on their own 17-yard line. Still plenty of time, 10:29 to play in the game. Piedmont trailing El Reno 13-7. Last week's game for El Reno was low scoring. 20-13 was the final, but it was 13-6 till the final 2 minutes of the ball game. Poto had the lead, and El Reno came back to win. Limited running room up the middle that time on 1st down. And now a late flag. That was, I'll tell you what happened right there was that Pickard went up the middle and he got pushed back and a little extra push, and he went head over tea kettle. And that's going to be a 15-yard penalty against El Reno when all's said and done. And we're going to mark it off from the original line of scrimmage, basically.
He drove him back about 7 or 8 yards from where he originally went down.
He did.
And just kept on. Had to get in that one extra push, which cost him 5 yards.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So it's 1st down and 10 now at the 33. So Piedmont, with some help from the Indians, matriculates the ball a little further down the field. Pitch to the near side. Teeter tries to get to the edge. Steps out of a tackle 35 to the 40-yard line before he's finally taken down by Cade Mayo. Gain on the play of 8 to the 41. It'll be 2nd down and 2.
You got to give him credit that time because he made one player miss and then made a couple more yards after contact.
So the ball resting at the 41, 2nd down and 2. 9.5 to play. We'll keep an eye on that clock as it becomes a bigger and bigger story. in a 6-point game. And now Hampton hands off up the middle again. Second effort and a couple of extra yards. Carry by McGuire. And he'll get to the 43 to move the chains. Now they want to hurry the tempo a little bit.
Great second effort that time by the fullback, number 44, McGuire.
First down and 10, 44-yard line. This time Hampton wants to throw. He's being chased down. He'll be sacked behind the line of scrimmage. Hunt will chase him down and throw him down. Let's see where they give him forward progress to. They'll give him 32-yard line is where they're going to give him the progress. Actually, wait a second. They're going to push it up to the 37. Wow.
Yeah,
the loss on the play of 6 yards.
Yeah, Colton Hunt doing it on both sides of the ball.
Bull rush right up the middle, coming off that defensive end on right side.
Yep. 6'3", 190-pound junior.
So second down and about 16 or 17.
Tried to run a little pass play right there, but he didn't have time to set his seat and even look to see if one was open.
Pitch right side to Teeters. He want to throw it. No, I think it's going to break down on him, and Teeters going to lose more yardage. He'll lose about 5. Back to the 33-yard line. They're going backwards right now.
Yeah. White shirts are pursuing the football really good, trying to get the ball back for their offense.
So third down and a bunch. Third down and about 20, 21 even. Ball resting at the 33-yard line with 7.5 to play in the ball game. Been a ball game where you just don't know how many drives you're going to have here in the last 7.5 minutes. El Reno could milk the clock out if they get the ball back. Back to throw this time as Hampton steps up as a man, and they're going to play pass interference. As the ball was intended, it was short of Cameron West, and he tried to come back.
Yeah, and if you're the defense right there, you got to turn around and try to find the football. If you don't, you're going to get a flag.
Bixby is leading Jenks 43-0 tonight.
That's incredible.
Wow, that score across the Squirtle scoreboard. They hand me that one. It's like, wow. Are you kidding me? So that's a big penalty right there. It was third down and 20. Now mark it off from the line of scrimmage. It'll be 15 yards. It'll be at about the 48, and it will be third down and 6. So they don't get the automatic first down, but they got a little easier try here on third down and 6 opposed to third down and 20. Now some confusion offensively for Piedmont. 7:21 to play in the ball game. Try to option to the right side, and I think the quarterback, Hampton, might have been tripped up. I'm going to mark the ball as a back a yard, I think, which will bring up fourth down and 8. Is there a flag laying at the 50-yard line? I think it is. It's right on the 50, right on the white. It's hard to see. And once again, another discussion with the officiating crew.
We don't mind the discussions, but they're pretty lengthy.
Yeah, they are lengthy. They are lengthy. They're making sure the fans get their money's worth by being here as long as possible tonight.
We're helping out the concession stand.
No doubt about it. MacArthur over Eisenhower tonight. The Battle of Lawton, 42-8 in the third quarter. PC West over Duncan, leading PC West 59-21. So it goes back to now 3rd down and 20 after all that. Carl Albert shutting out Midwest City 24-0. Big rivalry game in that Middale School District. So 3rd and 21 back at the 33. Clock rolling. We'll get down to 7 minutes to play in this ball game. Hampton to throw. Now he's chased, flushed to his left and pulled down from behind. Great defensive play. And bringing him down is that Dawson Metter.
Yep, 34.
Yep, Dawson Metter. Back to the 30-yard line. So now it's 4th down and 24. Keeping an eye on that clock. 6.5 to play. El Reno will get the ball back with a 13-7 lead. And they've got a quarterback with the ball in his hands. There might be a chance that Piedmont might not see the ball again. Line of scrimmage is the 31. Bo Phelps will punt it away. Toward the near sideline, takes a nice bounce and out of bounds, and El Reno will have it at the 31-yard line. They'll start the drive with 6 minutes and change remaining, leading 13-7. Both teams have 2 timeouts remaining. We have had 4 turnovers in the second half, all 4 fumbles. Each team has 2.
And both teams have had a lot of chances to put several more points on the board than they already had.
Only touchdown in the second half, the 9-yard touchdown run by El Reno's Dorian Plumley. 1st down. Plumley around the left side. Stumbles out to the 35. Bo Hardy tackled him. Gain of 4.
Yeah, if you're the defensive end, you better stay at home. You're going to pull that ball from the fullback and either follow him up inside or take the ball around the end.
Now Plumley's back to 99 yards rushing on the night. He's been there once before. 2nd down and 6. Up the middle, there's 100 yards to the 40-yard line as he will pick up about 5.
Needs 1 more yard.
I got him at 100 now. He was at 99. Oh, take it back. No, you're right. No, yeah, he was at 99, and now he's at 105.
Yeah, I was looking at the marker over there. Like another yard to get a first down.
Yeah, there you go. 25 carries, 104 yards rushing. 3rd down and a short one. That clock ticks under 5 to play. Plumley up the middle. 1st down to the 42. Tick, 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 tick.
Tell you what, you hold him to just over 100 yards and he has to get 25 plus carries to get it. He's done a pretty good job.
You're right.
You can't fault the defense for that.
Now, Piedmont has 2 timeouts remaining. The clock is rolling with 4.5 to play. This drive couldn't have started any better for El Reno as they've strung together a couple of first downs and they keep the clock moving. From the 43-yard line this time. Hand off, and that play was blown up immediately. Nothing there for Tyler Vargas with the carry. So he'll lose a yard, but the clock will roll under 4 to play. Oh, there's 5 yards the easy way as somebody on the interior defensive line just jumped. I think it was Jet Boyd. 5 yards will make it 2nd down and 6. Ball out to the 48-yard line. Plumlee around the left side, and he'll be tackled back at the 40-yard line. Coming into the backfield and wrapping up Plumlee and knocking him down. Was it a linebacker that swarmed in there? Let's see. Back at the 40. That tackle was made coming up the middle. It's that Hendrick, cornerback. And we got a timeout called by Piedmont with 3:31 to play in the ball game. They trail 13-7. Here comes a quick break. This is the Squirtle High School Game of the Week, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business, and remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
Third down and 13 at the 40-yard line for El Reno. Huge play here for Piedmont if they can get the ball back, if they can get a stop right here. 3.5 to play in the contest. El Reno by 6. Plumlee up the middle, nothing doing. Maybe a yard. He needed a lot more than that. And Piedmont will get the ball back.
25, Bogarty.
Big play. Clock will roll, and we should get under 3 minutes to play in the contest, as Piedmont will not burn that last time out. From the 41-yard line, it's 4th down and 12. Plumlee will step back to punt inside his 30-yard line. We'll see if Teeter can get a good return on this one. Snap is back. Kick is away. Teeter will let it roll, and it will roll out of bounds at the 10. Great punt by Plumlee. Piedmont has to go 90 yards.
2:41.
First down and 10. We'll make the note. Like Coach said, 2 minutes and 41 seconds to play. First and 10. Now we're going to say the 11-yard line. We'll give them that yard. Here you go, Piedmont. You know exactly what you have to do. Well, El Reno knows what they need to do too. They got to get the stop. A touchdown would tie it. An extra point would give Piedmont the lead. But there's 89 yards of real estate between the Wildcats and the end zone, and a field goal won't help you. Hampton. He wants to throw, and he is blitzed, and he is sacked back inside the 5-yard line to the 2.
34 is 1.
Boy, they met at the quarterback. We get the other number there as well.
I am too. I'm watch.
Waiting for him to turn my way.
42.
42.
Yep. 34 is Mickey Devereaux.
Mikey Devereaux, and then also Evan Johnson.
Evan Johnson.
Mikey Devereaux and Evan Johnson.
Said, let's meet at the quarterback.
Let's make a meeting at the quarterback. Back to the give him progress quote to the 5-yard line. There might have been a flag on the play. There is.
How's your trivia truck is the question going?
Still waiting for the answer on that. I might have come up with too tough a one.
Yeah, no way was listed.
No, man.
I could answer.
Might have been too tough. Gonna have to make the High Plains Insurance trivia question a bit easier. It is 2nd down and 17 back at the 5. And not a whole lot there at all. It'll be 3rd down and 17 at the 5-yard line. Clock will roll under 2 minutes to play, and for Piedmont, it's 2-down territory, 3rd down and 17. They've got 2 plays to pick up the 17 yards. Ball in at the 5-yard line. Stick around for the post-game show coming up after this one. And somebody just moved. It's going to be half the distance for the Wildcats. Move it back to the 2.5. They're going backwards. Just make it tough. It'll be 3rd down and about 19. 19 and a half. 1:48 to play in the ball game. If El Reno gets the ball back, Piedmont just has the 1 timeout remaining. They'll put the clock back in motion. 1:45. Piedmont can't dawdle here. They got to do something. Back to throw, rolling right. And the pass is incomplete. Coach, that thing got to roll and almost lost his chair.
That's right. Almost had a turnover in the press box.
You just about did. You about took my collarbone with you.
I know a good doctor.
Yeah, you do. So it's 4th down and 19 now. And Piedmont will have to, this is it for them. 1:36 to play in the ball game. Now Hampton up under center. He wants to throw. Across the middle, the ball is caught for a 1st down out to the 27-yard line. They convert on 4th down and 19. And the catch was made by Cameron West.
Threw a bullet too, right where you had to throw it.
First catch he's made tonight. 1st down and 10. The ball at the 27-yard line, a gain of 23. That pass is incomplete.
Had him open just a little bit high.
For West, his first catch of the night, first catch of the season. Now the clock will stop on the incomplete pass. So 2nd down and 10 from the 27-yard line. With 1:10 to play in the contest. That was a huge 4th down conversion. Dylan Hampton to throw near side. Ball caught at the 30-yard line. Out to the 33, 34-yard line. Is reeling that one in is Jacob Copeland, a sophomore. Gain of 7. Third down and 3. Pitch right side. Copeland trying to get to the edge. Gets help from a block, and he does. 45-50 across midfield. The sophomore down inside El Reno territory to the 39-yard line. Move the chains. 1st down Wildcats with 38 seconds to play in the ball game.
Good execution on that pitch there. Number 12 that time had 2 plays in a row. Keep those chains moving.
27-yard run for Copeland.
Yep, sophomore, 5'8", 152 pounds.
1st down and 10, and now flags will fly as somebody jump early for Piedmont. They'll mark off 5 yards against the Wildcats. Move it back to the 44-yard line. 24 seconds to play. Piedmont still has the 1 timeout. First and 15 from the 44. Piedmont trailing 13-7. Clock's in motion now. Can't take time. 20 seconds. 19, 18. 17, 16. Here comes the blitz, and the sack right up the middle as Hampton is taken down back across midfield to the 48-yard line. And right up the middle, that's our man we've been talking about all night long, Rafe Goucher.
Number 55.
Yep. And now the clock will stop with 1 second to play. There's a flag on the field over in front of the El Reno bench. And Piedmont just burned that last time out. mark off a penalty against El Reno from the 49-yard line of El Reno. Did El Reno jump off early? Here we are, another pregnant pause as we hurry up and wait. There will be 1.1 seconds to play. Which way are we going here? They're going to mark this off against Piedmont back to the 44-yard line. So one play. Piedmont trailing 13-7 from their own 44-yard line. What play do you draw up right here? Well, we'll find out right now. And somebody moved, I think somebody moved to the right side of the Piedmont offensive line, which will move them back 5 more. Clock rolled down to 0. Is that it? That is it. The game will come to an end on that. 13-7 the final score. El Reno's going to go to 2-0. And they will win their 3rd game in this series. They now lead the series with Piedmont 3-1 in the 4th matchup. We'll begin our post-game show after this. Kind of an anticlimactic ending after a tremendous finish. But the Indians from El Reno go to 2-0. Piedmont falls to 0-1. The final score, 13-7. This is the Squirtle High School football game of the week, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Located right off Piedmont Road, Frank Lopez of Farmers Insurance is your local Piedmont farmers agent. With over 16 years' experience, Frank Lopez has the knowledge and expertise to help with all your insurance needs: life, auto, home, renters, business, and more. So stop by today and let Frank Lopez of Farmers Insurance find the perfect plan for you. Or give us a call at 405-373-2520.
Stream like the pros with Squirtle Live. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
The Wild Daisy is now the TWD Shirt Company, and that gives everybody a great reason to stop by. You'll find the largest collection of Piedmont Wildcat spirit wear for men, women, and youth, stadium seats, hats, and more Wildcat swag. Your first and last stop on the way to the game is TWD Shirt Company. Are you a youth sports coach? They can provide the team uniforms and warm-up gear. Custom embroidery? Decals? We can do that too. It's not just for girls anymore. The Wild Daisy is now TWD Shirt Company, 1885 North Piedmont Road. Call 405-312-6129. We are Wildcat proud.
Experience relationship banking at F&M Bank. Family owned and operated since 1972, F&M Bank continues to provide full-service banking and a friendly, knowledgeable staff with that personal touch. After over 72 years in the banking business, John Anderson still comes to work at 92 years old. He's the tip of the spear of the culture at F&M Bank. See Josh Atkinson and Eric Anderson in Piedmont, Terry Anderson and Mark Stanley at Surrey Hills. They are ready to serve you, and they are always Wildcat proud. F&M Bank, member FDIC.
Canadian Valley Pharmacy is rooted in art and science, rooted in tradition, rooted in wellness and the local community. For over 60 years, we've been serving generations of friends and neighbors. You'll find full-service prescription filling and compounding, a complete line of over-the-counter products, immunizations, medical equipment rental, boutique gift items, and gift wrapping is free. When you need wellness solutions, think of CVP. Canadian Valley Pharmacy, 1605 West Elm in El Reno.
Great Plains Land Company came together out of a desire to return to what a land company should be, a client-centered organization as passionate about the land as you are. Land is not something we deal with from 8 to 5. Land is truly our passion. Whether you're looking for a dream property or listing a property, you need an experienced land specialist working for you. We invite you to call our Great Plains Land Team today at 405-761-4808.
Do you like the convenience of knowing you've already paid for the service you're using? Would you rather pay up front without a bill hanging over your head? Pioneer Cellular has the plan for you. Pay in advance, another great way to pay. Get happy with Pay in Advance from Pioneer Cellular. We offer unlimited data, talk, and texting for $49 per month, or unlimited talk and texting for $30 per month. Pay in advance requires no credit checks, deposits, or contracts. Call us 800-641-2732.
Randy Turney back with you in Piedmont. And Coach, tonight's ball game, field position game, lots of defense, a couple of long drives. Smash mouth football. I kind of like it like this.
It was. It was interesting to say the least, and both teams had their chance to, put points on the board, but didn't have many. 13-7.
That's exactly right. The winning touchdown for El Reno came in the late third quarter, and then they were able to hold off Piedmont in the fourth quarter to get the win and go to 2-0 on the season. Piedmont falls to 0-1. Let's go back and recap the scoring in this one. And El Reno grabbed the lead first with 8:30 to play in the first half. They took over on their own 11-yard line, actually took over with 1:35 to go in the first quarter, and put together a 5-minute and 5-second drive. 13 plays, 89 yards. And they score on a 25-yard touchdown pass from Dorian Plumley to Colton Hunt. The extra point kick by Kate Goucher. And the score is 7-0 with 8:30 to play in the first quarter. But Piedmont answered on the ensuing drive. They had great field position on a good return by Mason Teeter. Took over at the El Reno 45-yard line. Scored in 7 plays in 3 minutes and 40 seconds. Dylan Hampton, a 26-yard touchdown pass to Mason Teeter. Extra point kick by Bo Phelps made it 7-7 with 4:42 to play in the first half, and that was with the score at halftime. We were tied at 7. Back-to-back fumbles to start the second half as El Reno fumbled, then Piedmont turned the ball over, and then Piedmont turned the ball over again when El Reno had the football and had to punt on 4th down. They fumbled the punt, which set up El Reno at the 45-yard line of Piedmont, and they took advantage of that fumbled punt turnover. 5 plays, 45 yards in a minute 59, and it was Plumley with the 9-yard run. They tried to kick the extra point. It was botched, and the pass ended up being incomplete, and that made it 13-7 with 2:54 to play in the third quarter. And that was the extent of the scoring in the contest. After that, on the ensuing drive after that El Reno touchdown, Piedmont turned it over on a fumble. El Reno went forward on 4th down and came up empty. Then Piedmont had a drive that started on their own 17-yard line. He moved it out across midfield, but ended up having to punt. And then El Reno punted, and then Piedmont had the football late and had a big play. Got the ball into El Reno territory at the 44-yard line, but as the clock ran out, the Piedmont didn't even get a chance to get that last play off with 1.1 seconds to play. The clock ran out after the penalty, and that is how the ball game ends, 13-7. The Indians from El Reno pick up their second win of the season. We'll take a break. We'll run through the final stats and send you on your way. 13-7, El Reno beats Piedmont. This is the Squirtle High School Football Game of the Week, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Looking for a newer pre-owned car, truck, or van? Get a better deal in El Reno at Rick Jones Buick GMC. They have Oklahoma's favorite vehicles, the all-new 2020 GMCs and Buicks, not to mention a large selection of quality pre-owned vehicles as well. They have the cars, trucks, vans, and the financing to get you on the road on a whole new ride. They are selling the cars and trucks that America owns. Oklahoma's favorite, Rick Jones Buick GMC, 2830 South Highway 81 in El Reno. Proud to sponsor high school football.
Southern Nazarene University, SNU. Earn your master's in 20 months, meeting one night a week. Prepare to become a principal or a superintendent, a leader in your school. SNU.edu. Masters in Educational Leadership. Reach out today. SNU.edu. Educational Leadership. Canadian Valley Technology Center, providing high-tech educational opportunities for high school students, adults, small businesses, and large corporations. With locations in Chickasha, Yukon, and El Reno, there's a campus ready to meet your needs. So visit cvtech.edu for more information about the diverse educational opportunities we offer at Canadian Valley Technology Center. That's cvtech.edu.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Tom Nelson, the coach, Randy Turney, Corey Rogers, Adam Dieselhorst, the whole Squirtle crew is in Piedmont tonight for the Squirtle High School football game of the week, and a good ball game, low-scoring game, field position game. It was kind of an old-school game, which I kind of like. 13-7 the final. El Reno is now 2-0 in the season. They're putting together a pretty good season here early on. They get next week off, then they play Chickasha in 2 weeks, so it's a good time for a bye week, I guess, early on at least.
Yeah, after looking at the first two games, pretty good defense. You know, they showed when he played Poto the first night and come down here and play Piedmont and put together these two games. You got to hang your hat on your defense, and of course we know what the quarterback can do.
Exactly.
He can do everything. Throws the ball real well, runs the ball well, punts it good. Just a tremendous athlete, and he's only junior.
And that's one thing that's great about us going across the state and doing a game of the week like this. We'll keep an eye on Piedmont and El Reno all season long and kind of follow them, and who knows, maybe we'll see them on down the road as we set our schedules about a week in advance or so on some of our games, especially down later in the year. We got a good playoff matchup or a good playoff potential matchup on week 9 or week 10. Who knows? We might be back in one of these places down here. We did have a winner on our Squirtle trivia question, the High Plains Insurance trivia question. We came in right there at the end of the ball game. Before I said it, I will say that it came in before that. Darren Sixkiller has the right answer. 4th meeting all time, and now El Reno actually leads the series 3-1, but they led 2-1 coming into tonight. So congratulations, Darren Sixkiller. We will be sending you some Squirtle swag as Adam Dieselhorst will break into the closet on Monday morning and see what we've got in there. And maybe while he's doing that, he'll give Coach Turney one of those nice shirts. So we'll see what happens on that. Let's go ahead and look at the final numbers in this one. You take a look at the stats in the ball game. First of all, for El Reno, 39 rushes for 154 yards. Through the air, Dorian Plumley goes 7 of 14 for 85 yards. Didn't have to throw the ball much in the second half, just a couple of attempts. He was 0 for 2. He had a touchdown and an interception, 53 offensive plays for 239 yards in the ball game for El Reno. Dorian Plumley, 27 carries for 107 yards rushing. And as we said, 7 of 14 through the air for 85, 1 and 1. Cord LaFoe had 8 carries for 35 yards. Mikey Devereaux had 3 carries for 13. Colton Hunt, 3 big catches tonight, including a 25-yard touchdown reception. He had 3 catches for 44 yards. Gunnar Nicholson had 2 catches for 25 to lead the way in the receiving cause for El Reno. 239 offensive yards tonight for the Indians on 53 total plays. For Piedmont, 34 rushes for 106 yards. Through the air, Dylan Hampton goes 3 of 5 for 63 yards. He threw a touchdown pass, no interceptions. 39 offensive plays for 169 total yards. Just 63 offensive yards, total yards in the second half for Piedmont tonight. Pickard had 13 rushes for 32 yards, Devontae Pickard. Mason Teeter had 5 carries for 24 yards. Colby Matlock had 2 carries for 29 to lead the way for Piedmont. Through the air, a couple of receptions for Teeter, including the 26-yard reception. He had 2 catches for 40 yards. Cameron West had 1 catch for 23. So 169 total yards for Piedmont, 239 for El Reno, but the most important number is the one at the top of that graphic, 13-7. The final score as El Reno knocks off Piedmont. let's put a wrap on this one. Next week, the Squirtle Game of the Week. We get a home game. Well, Corey doesn't. Longer drive for Corey. But for Coach and I, it's basically a home game. We'll be at Longhorn Community Stadium at Chisholm High School, just north of Enid, as Chisholm will take on a very tough, one of the top teams in the state is Bethany. The Broncos going to make the drive north. There we go.
Chisholm came back and beat Fairview 28-0, but they'll have their hands full next week with Bethany.
There is no doubt about it. All kinds of scores tonight. We encourage you to go to the Squirtle app and check out all the high school football scores as they come in. As I say, if you want to score, they have you covered at Squirtle. Thank you also to High Plains Insurance, our presenting sponsor tonight, and all of the sponsors from El Reno and Piedmont that jumped on board with us. Because of you, we can go out and do these games every Friday night. Once again, next week we'll be in Chisholm as Chisholm takes on Bethany. But once again, your final score here tonight from Stout Field at F&M Bank Stadium in Piedmont. El Reno comes on the road and gets a big win in Piedmont. Your final score is 13-7. For the coach, Randy Turney, Adam Dieselhorse, also Corey Rogers, I'm Tom Nelson. Good night, everybody. Till next Friday night, we'll be out there again at the Squirtle High School Football Game of the Week, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.